January we di I'm say quantum ana ye mani so 15 January ni be ye nyame adom ochena ene ye 14th ye di adwa ye baba ye oman Ghana mu nsem adwuma isama ye baba ni nyina ne amanyosem o ye baba ye amanyosem said ya da ye no afu torchlight ne said ye wani tua no ye kaje na gum ye be kaje na gum saa de ekoyie ni de enkoyie ye be pɛ mu aka wa ha obi ye bibi na enkoyie a ye beka ye kana wuti a fine wentie nso a fine obi ya ade na se ade no so agira de dan so a ye be bɔ na ba so ye bɔ aba so na tiri ye wo de na wanye biem a ese wa sa obeye biem nso a na wa ye na watoa so no ahyɛ mu kena na ma bibia etimi akoyie enti eno na ye ewo torchlight jumedie so neat 100.9 midin Edmark Jerry OSEI AGYEMAN mene Pius Bedu Bansen na wom yo bene wa wom na bom chidom a yede jumedie yede bra wo neat 100.9 so Facebook live na ene no ye Facebook no em say yenya slide challenge enti wo ko YouTube a ye stream wo ho na bom Facebook no yenya slide challenge frame abankrada romogu so a ototo enche ye betwa gya na tum na chese bibia akoyie enda me won panifo akukuda mienu ana me do mba besi dwumadie we so the odi kan the National Youth Organizer edema National Democratic Congress yera George Opare Ado ene owofia ha ye the torchlight na eto do so ye ba bedi nkomo ye bisa se NDC mabunu ye to abadwie ye enam so man nsem no ne fa bia kwakodan court na NDC mabunu no position ebo ho ani sen ene NDC fo ma nya ne tie se enye so mo de akodan court na no anu no wo mo ntena se oye kire bi ese fata o be fa mra kwan so on be ye no wo be ye oye kire no amagana fo atimi ahu se abato na ekọ wo mo susu se bibi ankoyie wo mu ani to wo mo de akodan court ani nyina ne mu nsem no aye deja na opanyin a oye the youth organizer edema NDC osan ye lawyer enti na jese mrasam no so no eyade a yebetimi ededa wuram yi a obebiebie no amanu so na ode amayen enne court no ekwa asetena ewo animu no ensem a eye JDM na lawyer for edikodan court se ade no yebetimi ayi ni kasafoni so na asenie no ye chance a se de 2012 de ye no yayi no kasafoni so na ye nyina yetimi ache bi ampa court na je atum wo mpo se na wo no wo ma decide say na wo mbe yi no kasafoni so dada nti sa wo sha judicial service for wo Facebook live bia ene asendie ne chance na na se court no kwa asetena no ma chance a na wo mo stream no amabi edigu ho eno ache ne nso mfomso a eba petition na JDM medical and Supreme Court no mfomso no ne fa bia ekoba se na JDM instead se na nka obeka se ese court no order na rerun yesan to abani bia bitu ono JDM John Dramani Mahama ene na nado danko akufuado no ho no yamame Jane Mensa ena ni din kokko ba ho ntina ese wo mutimi ehwe no wo ye sansiesie na eno no mrama ho kwan asa biri wo mo ye sansiesie no court no hye mo no nan na ye bisa se no nan no boy no wo mo abomodin etimi ede ye sansiesie no ekwa na National Youth Organizer wa hai a ordinary din nsem de chi osan ye lawyer yi ayade agene no ebedi nkomo nti ba bibia wo bia no NDC mo National Youth Organizer na o special guest awo dwumadie no so asabire watena se ayene no eba bedi enkomo wadwe nkyira ne ba bia de befa 0277 860644 0277 860644 ehwe na do wadwe nkyira ne befa Facebook live ne kadia ne gumu a eno so beko ho na eno so comment section ho no wadwe nkyire bia wo bia no na wo de ato wo ne yahwe na yakenkan bibia na ye de ama ewo neat 100.9 ena Ghana mrahye bedwafie eyade a MPP caucus wo mo nsentrofo nhyiamu NDC caucus wo mo kra na di kan na MPP yewra Chemesa Bonso edi anum ye na yewra Haruna Drisu edi NDC caucus na nim ena wo mo ye nsentrofo nhyiamu ensam wo mo kan ye na medi kan na bebubobi edi a kire wo no ensam no titiru pa ne se wan ena owodom dodo ewo Ghana mrahye bedwafie this time around 137 Formena MP yewra Andrew Siama Mankwa wabomodin ede official letter de akwa Speaker of Parliament said the amara ne hye ne say so ye no a wadi declare say one MPP caucus no and ebedi kasubom onye MPP ni o one MPP caucus no ebedi kasubom ewo ho eno na eye NDC caucus for ababonten ababeka se eno no enkyere ana ma no ho kwan se obeye MPP ni because at the moment obeka so ye MPP ni pa said ye mrabatan ne se no eya ade a ete se ne seat no ye efiri ne to ase na ye sign kon ye kokwe by elections na ye declare ne seat na as vacant na eno ene emu nsem no ye rache mensa bonso ene ne MPP caucus so ba abonten ebe kire mu se ne a wo mo ka no ekwakwa se emra no ye se dante ya so ye dan hu yo 1997 ebra MPP for eko Ghana mrahye for the first time in this current dispensation edie na si ye CPP for 9 and ewo ho PNC for mienu and ewo ho wo no mo fra manyoko fufuro mo no mo ye nsia wo mo de ekobo MPP for the ano ewo sabra I think I'm say 61 ema MPP benya 67 in 1997 then no ba na sa na hihye be na ekoye what has been the practice ewo Ghana mrahye ebra sabra independent candidate no we declare the support ediama eye MPP caucus so ono wo mo and the beye adwuma business ewo ye Ghana mrahye ho when nyina ne yensem a enne anwumre ye be won de an ye bedi ho nkomo se mene national youth organizer the man this wi a mene eye former national organizer edema eye MPP branch ewo United States of America ye friend no Ali Suraj ono so ebebe fia ye no eso ebedi nkomo na ya hwe eye said the political atmosphere no said ya enoma ekọ na ya bomodin na ye de nkomo midin ede Mark Jerry OSEI AGYEMAN kame ho na torchlight no yes ebere ye mfanto eye the national youth organizer edema NDC yera George Opare Ado na da bia beni ni hia se ya aya na ade ba kope na ebe mitirim dia na ebe mitirim a meka etwa mfoni eye me first time amini ni hia ye eye 2009 I think 29th May ebra na yede eye financial nsa so baba ya ban krachi ebo ekuapem na ho na ekuapem not yes ekuapem not na Ghana ha no na oye eye the youngest eye DCE as at that time let's just say aban krachi panyimfo asa abre no Professor Mills bomudin na onu na oswapa the kai 29th May eye 2009 ewo kofodua na yera oye Samuel Ofusuampofo ane oye chairman onu na no ye Eastern Regional Minister then na echeso tu omofo say mukoi monfa red line enfanto enye de ayanom ye no monfa red line to as okay abre na me obi papa just say the media no call ye no e de bia bi share pena say mfoni no etwa o menime no krani politically no why ade say wetimi aba bedru eye this level yamwakwa aba George Opariado aka Pablo
ya nu amini aba man
bibia boko de
nyame adom nyame da say
now Pablo na no wonya ne
JSS
hey Jesus no be Pablo no ma
sana no mo ka
za a man na de ma wa na say
Achimota school
okay oh
at that time I was social studies teacher no the world was at that time looking for one Pablo Escobar. The assembly been by names were whom
okay
I'm behaving like Pablo Escobar or so it started like DTZ.
Oh okay
I resisted it finally
no we say di no wo mu di TZ you go school na say we resist pe na eno wo pesa amanfo kan pa na mo wo kan wan vi a e just wo de na mo baby
at that time now the reputation Nipana na so
no
so that was why the resistance came but finally and the baby part and parcel of me
that's it
baby crowd is in people still don't know my real name
your real name Pablo na okay
baby
yeah
magia tuma offer me amejeso
oh okay that's great bibia boko de
nyame adom
na enoko utimi kokko to and the went me but what follow proceedings no
me patro you
so far no matter saying yes as everywhere
they decline my Ghana for official pa emza fi yewemu this is the first radio station in Remo.
Wow.
I'm a catcher.
Wow.
Said this year, my mom who break a crowd
Yeah.
radios. But no frame and I could not have said no.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
I was never.
Good. Within production team, that's it.
My main fact, if you can so I mean, Ghana for Muti in a fish. Now I mean, saying Gina or radio station, so I mean, Ghana for us. And then about Omotuma NDC Amanyoku. Menda NDC Mebunu, my regional youth organizers. I'm the Juma Minyo my NAS strong, my deputies to Adam and Root Sedo. And the various 10 executives are in my year, Juma. And my youth wing, the office via na run the strawberry team, no. My year, Juma during this election, social media team, no. Arafat, Julian, the whole team I'm doing here, Juma, Julia, Arafat, Boys Nina, Solomon, Divine, Mendo Muina, near Juma Palm, where my NDC. I mean, fuck when is also. I mean, the national leadership of NDC, okay. Right from the national chairman, but we do regional chairman, and the executives are the general secretary, the various constituency. Regional secretaries, national organizer, and you'll be BRA, Sabi, Udi Akutin, Ewo, NDC Amanjoko, Meka, Semen Kensra. This is one of the best campaigns at NDC in Arani, under the able leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I mean, don't know for the opportunity of my movie and how he supported the various offices. Say, yeah, Juma, never be a day about it. That means I end on a running meeting, so I say. Yeah, my Professor Nana Jedo Pokwajima, and then her dedication to the cause of the NDC. Mark, the strong car, and if we are enjoying any peace, it is because of the leadership of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama. Because their course on the 7th of December, ABC 9th December, as an AGYEMAN, a declare election results. If we had had any other leader, we just think about now, Ghana. But you see, a leader reflects his people. It's, share his position and how he loves peace. And how even in power as president, Sebe, or hand over peacefully now. His personality and the holding Ghana together at this stage. Their course so our Parliament House on the 7th of January.
Yeah.
That is what happened in most of the polling stations. Now, unfortunately, there were no cameras there. But even on the floor of Parliament, the whole world was watching. You saw how Kwesi Fori, any police for bar on the floor, is contempt of Parliament. That's him anymore. And now say, clerk, if you are not designated to enter, you don't enter. How the police invaded Parliament and how the military, and you see, they can't wait without any apology. What we have allowed the military to do. And they are so military, no. What the Kufuor and his government is doing is that they are inviting the military to take over this country someday. I am past. I'll tell you how. I am past now. If in elections, we've had various elections, even when President Rawlings, I'm not a military ruler, all back into multi-party democracy. The military was not deployed to polling stations. I am MC for 8 years. I oversaw at least one election, even 2 elections. I oversaw the 2012 elections. I oversaw the 2016 elections as head of music. Military deployment, they don't even go to polling stations. Unless there is an extreme case. And the chain of command that they must go through. A sanction on one. But we saw it in this election. Military brutalities all over. Unfortunately for us, as a people, civil society, clergy, rights and war-meaning Ghanaians, various organizations, hypocritical associations like the association I belong to, the GBA. And we've allowed the military, because you see, in the barracks. But mean boomer and on be our friend and sombra or no about buama. And that is what the Kufuor is doing. That invasion of Parliament, it is a coup, because at that time, the person in Ghana, Eshenin Sano, was the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice was seated in Parliament, waiting to swear in the incoming Speaker. And the military invaded. And they did not just get, they came with arms. If we are allowed, or if one man, because that day, everybody who mattered, we didn't have ministers, we didn't have anybody at post apart from the Chief Justice, who was overseeing Ghana. And suspend the constitution. But we allowed them onto the floor of Parliament. And for me, I am praising the new Speaker of Parliament, the Venerable Alban Suman, the Kingsford Babin. Ebe institute full-scale investigation as to who gave that order. I mean, since there is a Dominic Nitti with a master order, he was not even qualified to give that order. It was on the 7th.
But it is not yet confirmed.
On the 7th, no, there was not a Minister of State. On the 9th of the 6th of January, his power had elapsed, and he did not have no. He said to me, no, to be master order, no. So whoever gave that order must be called out and rebuked properly. Then the appropriate sanctions, no. And the officer in charge now will accept his unlawful command. No. It was an unlawful command. He must be court-martialed. And the proper sanctions are, I said, the man, in proper dispensations. By now, the CDS, by now, I resigned on the Juma because it is wrong. And up till now, no heads have rolled.
Some military invasion.
Of course, yes.
Now, the next of Parliament in there.
Parliament is a master of its own procedures. That's it. Okay? The framers knew why.
Say, the marshals in the house. Now, you be who say, mo MP. You're John Jinapo. Now, we're so the more piano baby.
What did the marshal do?
Oh, yeah, dear.
So, you know, video ni who ya na marshal and the baby air to that anymore. And they were.
No, or the baby to a decker.
But we all saw the video. We saw him take something from his pocket. You see, happenings on the floor. We don't know what he was putting in the box. But you see.
But who saw the baby to a decker anymore?
Oh, but the video we saw, the guy
reported, say, I
watched on television. John Jinapo, whoever, I'm not sure it was John Jinapo because up to date, make sure I'm sure.
And you know, a video
because a bit from a distance. The video is not very clear.
Yeah,
just like Marshall and Ediana, it was the way you be a finibotuma or they come box. At that stage, then I know you're finibotuma. Those are the questions we should all be asking. We all saw him dip his hands into his pocket. We saw him bring out something white from his pocket. And we saw him take his hands now and give it tarnish him, go towards the ballot box. Because of baby, I know Jinani baby a camera in the position, I cannot sit here and say, me who saw the Adekono, because I'm your chopper. But we saw his hands go into his pocket. We saw him bring out something. We saw that something, and go close to the ballot box. As to whether he dipped it into it, I may not be able to say.
Now, no. Yeah, the common sense a year, Juma. You're 275.
Yes.
The Etiabiano, Abatuano, 275 ballots, valid, being it valid.
The MPP is telling us, they counted 136 for Michael Quay, 136 for Speaker Babin, other two, no more. We also 275. This are two new because one was sport. This are two new. So by any stretch of imagination, you can conjure and a conjecture because of what happened on the floor of Parliament. Mind you, the Constitution mandates me now.
Yeah.
I say anybody who is in breach of the Constitution, I know you be a unlawful, able to subvert the Constitution. You must use all reasonable means to defend it.
The reasonable is always say public property.
No, so if at that material moment, a public property now, let's say, and about the Constitution now, you are within your means. And I'll tell you why. They say Constitution is say you could use speaker, in secret ballot. You know why the Constitution said that? The Constitution you say a day like this will come when people will want to be independent minded. To elect people they feel are competent, qualified, and most importantly, national in nature. So, as a member of parliament who has sworn or who was going to swear an oath to protect the Constitution, that Constitution is a vote in secret. Now you have ballot paper, now they are three. You know what that means?
But legal and reasonable, your friends, a means, obefa so dia protest no ɛnyɛ ne sɛ
They
ebia
did it
obesi
once.
from because
I'm coming.
like ɛwɔ hɔ
They
a
did-
obetumi ne nankasa wobɛdraw
They did
attention.
it once. They stopped the process. They did it twice. Stopped the process. They did it for the third time.
Third time.
So for how long? For how long? Our brothers on the other side, the NPP, they're just being lawless. And you see, reasonable means the question the court will ask, whose reasonableness? Is it your reasonableness and I'm reasonableness? But reasonable means reasonable means anything at that material moment. You will be a GD say, if not what if not what the NDC, the opposition side did now, and KBR, Babin will not have been elected speaker. And that means that the two people on the NPP side or the three people on the NPP side who voted against Michael Kweno would not have had the nerves and courage to go out there and do the needful. So whatever happened in Parliament on the side of the opposition, the NDC, by any Ayibiano, I'm not saying that it was shameful because of Inyamani be a cause, but within the context of the law, they acted right. They acted to uphold the Constitution. The NPP cannot say. What Carlos Ahinkra did, and in any proper country where the laws work, where there are rules, Carlos is not fit to sit in Parliament.
But so also protect it. The work reasonable means
No.
so person you be to stop the process.
Stop what process? When the
Because
election was
now also
ongoing.
Process.
He was doing it for the grassroots of them, not the Constitution. At the time, no Kushim ballot paper, no. Had the Constitution been breached in any way? Had any law been broken in any way? No. He went out there, he was on a frolic of his own. Okoye bibia enye soye, bibia ense na enfata, ena Carlos Ahinkra koye. In any proper dispensation, even by now, the leadership of the NPP, if they were a responsible political party, Kabana come the statement about apologizing on behalf of Carlos, not come sanction Carlos, because he's brought the institution of Parliament and his political party into disrepute. We'll go when he must. But they are there hailing him. Even his letter he wrote, it's an insult to the intelligence of Ghanaians. To tell us, now because you wanted to please the grassroots and you realize, Michael Kwe was losing. Into Michael Kwe, the Michael Kwe Lucia. This is what you have to do. But you know why he's emboldened? Because when they realized they were losing the elections, that is the strategies they adopted across the country. And when they declare winners of this election. So it is something that is normal for them. And so it is a plan they use at constituencies, polling stations, and on the floor of Parliament. But Nyamin Chadie, the Ghanaian media, the cameras, and everybody was watching. That is the only reason why Oman succeeded. Like I'm literally nearby, if there were no cameras, they would have forced the NDC MPs with the barrel of the gun to do what they wanted, like they did in other places. It's shameful. And this is not a democracy. Yes, try. Yes, try. We see it. Akufo-Addo has embarrassed Ghana. He's brought our democracy into disrepute. Was say democracy now. I can't say. You practice. 1992. That referendum now.
Yeah.
Akufo-Addo has used 4 years to erode all the gains.
Oh, sir.
Of course, yes. And you see, we are in kind of crunch here. And that is the problem we have in this country. The MPP for it is okay. And I saw a statement from the Ghana Bar Association. And Ferim posted, make us a lawyer.
Ade,
Because you can't
for say Facebook Live, and you YouTube channel now, Despite Media. I want to stream live on YouTube channel no. Despite Media. The National Youth Organizer, the NDC George Opariado, aka Pablo, and I Edin Como, and then you may at the end of my very own.
That's a chromo hanomo, just before the elections. We had the honorable member for Asin Central, Kennedy Japan. That's now radio, so openly, it High Court judge at them. Call the judge names. Bastardize the court processes. Now, issues of contempt and what the standard procedure has been. How it ended up at the Supreme Court, and the senior case, Yanti case, in one same BAB. The GBA, the Ghana Bar Association, and who said they should issue a statement to condemn that act of Kennedy Japan. Yet Kromo Hanomo and Ghana for this year 8 on 7th December. It will come because policemen and military men chose say, "Okay, Embrema, you fetch you polling station. The elections are you fetch you polling station." And with the Tioko polling station, we saw what happened in Techiman South. Who said on live, the video I saw, almost fire into the crowd. Almost fire here, no. Men who check around nipa me inside of no. The GBA has not found it prudent to issue a statement to condemn our act. The same what happened on the floor of Parliament on the 7th and then 13th. Then they cry 14th.
And then 14th, yeah.
And then on the 12th, on the 12th of January, Muntaka, the honorable member for
Asawase
grants an interview. Now, or your allegation, who said Supreme Court judge will cry a member of the NDC, offering her something now. Then quickly the GBA finds his voice. And yet, you see, when we are, then you open up the association.
But some wild allegations now, honorable member of Parliament.
He is prepared to say their Chief Justice. Chief Justice said, don't invite. So, Chief Justice Kasai and the GBA had no business coming out of their statement today. If they've been quiet over atrocities this year and they've not found their voice and criticized it, they have no business coming out to talk about Muntaka allegations. No? And mind you, is it the first time it is the judges offer bribe and not more bribe? And now, step, is it still not fresh in our minds? Was it not the same judicial because said we are not corrupt until announcing the evidence? And mind you, the decisions that has come from most of our courts in the last 4 years, have we all not criticized those decisions? This is not the position of the law. So if he's saying this, and the Chief Justice is saying, they are going to investigate it. There was no business whatsoever from the GBA coming out to condemn Muntaka's statement. Because you see, in the manner of question, now the judges never change. Judge na Kennedy the punch na radio so did na term no. On no so on judge umbuaten. Is it not you be dispenser justice? So what is
but Kennedy in some with that woman?
The GBA.
What can GBA?
GBA. I'm talking about the GBA and the statement of the buyer. No. Very hypocritical. We are wondering why was there. On my night, the NDC for a year there, civil society organization, peace council, will be able to find the voice. And when the MPP does something, they are not bold enough. Wouldn't be here. Almost show MPP for no. The way the MPP was, and I'm a journalist, I don't know find them. The way they will attack, you see, the NDC has become. Ye hunamo. The name on Tibone. Oko MPP for some man. The way on bet TSU so do what them on social media and the threats on your life. Tabi Manasseh Azuri. You probably like a Caribbean catcher and say, "Oh yes, vigilante in the city." They in the city. No, they have to be hiding him. You think I'm a that president, Mama, Mami, who here, and Manasseh releases our for the expedition story. No, not one single NDC in the come Manasseh. So we have proven beyond reasonable doubt, say, a real Democrat is the NDC and not the NPP. And we tolerate everything. That is how come today. We are costly. Still, I mean, no, in any other country, I'm not sure there will be this peaceful environment for you and I to coexist. Because your course, events of 7th December, the Yanshan Kawasem, now your man is going into any elections, will be a police station or be amen. But is that the way to go? I mean, police station, I'm going to be the tube bar. Then I'll say a bone to you,
yeah. But that's what damn
Pemu say. To make a polling station. Now, meaning say me open and the tube bar. Let's make one. But is that how you build a democracy? But that is the democracy. And as for him, he will go down in the history of this country as one of the worst presidents.
I'm drawing your attention. The president of the Republic, you see, we boni dina na wa addressing as such. Good. Nah, yeah. But then there walk president Kufuado, and now with the subo born even as at the time military invasion. What can I say? say why yatete san yatete say Dominic Niti will na or die. But meanwhile, sad time no na ye ni president bi a Ghana how. But yet the course war no crown what the host of war and the more a president nanado. Ade because I tell Ghanaian financial and say only to me be
on the 7th of January 2021 that they are furnishing. The first thing he should have done, as Mijidi said, a man all kind of inauguration speech. He had seen the videos. The first thing he should have done was to condemn the military invasion of Parliament. What's in the spokesperson? What's in the Akasa after the course? So clearly, it's complicit. Don Kahubi, man, inside Nimubia, Kabana, you should have condemned it. Even at his inauguration speech, like it's not condemning the course of Parliament. It was a coup on Parliament that day. And you see, say, young Kawasame na, Mark, we know that here, Sadani baby. Just soldier for nom to barracks. But all continue from, and the problem is here, military membra. Problem was military membra. You got 12 about intimidating Crawford. And then people say, you go intimidate your mom, the other night, you ain't power. And we've seen those dark days in this country. And I'm not sure, say, any of us here today, Air Bomb Pie say, we'll go back to those dark days. Why do we continue to invite the military into our politics? They have their role. Never internal security, in say police for AGYEMAN. Are we saying that the police is not competent enough to deal with some of these things? Oh, these are critical issues that critical minds must begin to talk to and then discuss it. We can continue to play politics. You bet you say you're MPP for, you're NDC for, it's NKB, it's already a fire home. And the Debbie Beba, a fire home. And I keep saying it, say, Akufo-Addo win, President Akufo-Addo win, yeah, baby. That, Bukata, Tinchim, Nkrofonsa, na Dikle will be president. Na, yeah, Mami Jane Mensa, I know there. At the appropriate time, they can answer. Tinchim Nkrofonsa, na, yeah, the Aupe. The presidents are, yeah, setting Okrum here. Between 2017 to 2020. Very bad precedent. And His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa. But someday we will find a worse tyrant than President Akufo-Addo. Or he will do worse than what Akufo-Addo has done. Someday, Yebenya Obi Asade, or ye more recalcitrant, as in Jane Mensa, or by the Electoral Commissioner. And worse things will happen to in the history of this country. The bomb prices are than ember. Because you see, if Jane Mensa, Obia Yadembra ourselves, they declare election results. Now we declare results. That's a mistake, bad results. Now, Baba sister, now be amend here. In Brana Chirokaya, the first one amend the results. It is only a court. Or declare you or declare you. Or who's a mistake about it? You just don't issue a press statement and sign it, and that was all the amended results. Now, Baba amended, party agents, no way. Because when you're doing it, you did it together on a party agency.
Say, be on paper, no, and the official result statement and they done any. But all your pronouncements, no, and a slip of tongue and a cover by.
There was no slip of tongue. It was figures. It was figures. Obey your amendment, no, or reduce President Mahama figure, or increase the Akufo-Addo figure, and or reduce smaller parties no figures. That cannot be a slip of tongue. Slip of tongue is all cancer one. Maybe I one now can't two. But when you're dealing with figures, not just one figure, various figures, you cannot tell me that was a slip of tongue. And Oshe CI 127, no. Now Oshe from 10. No. From 10 mandating they say, we declare results no, by constituencies first. And sana wakani na abomu na odenya national, something very alien, regional coalition center. It's very alien. You see, of our regions, no. What the NDC has done and what we've seen is that it is at the regional levels, no more vote party in the course.
Oh.
Yes. And
evidence and
I'm telling you, the Emid de say, Supreme Court Najia Tumu say, on better telecast live. And I know, sir, our legal team will prove our case beyond any reasonable understanding, sir. This election results was flawed. President Akufo-Addo did not get a 50+1 now to deserve it to make him president. No. These elections was headed for a runoff. That is what should have happened. Also, Jane Mensa herself, a candidate for prison because of a Nema leading to the elections. Nema or and the kind of fast administer electoral commission and how she unceremoniously declare election results. No, kind of fast declare results right from the word go. From the day Omo Hache plan say Ombe Pamoye Mame Charlotte say President Akufo-Addo knew his game plan and our executive Jane Mensa was only brought in to come and finish an agenda. It is shameful. We've thrown democracy to the dogs. And in due course, and you see, since you trap on Chenia or maybe we are sitting on the time bomb. Then you rectify, and I hope that the Supreme Court will do a yeoman's job and rectify most of these problems and challenges so that our democracy will win and be the ultimate winner in all this. Maybe OGDA said the right things will be done at the Supreme Court. And once the Supreme Court finishes its work, and then the evidence the NDC has is proven in court, the courts will not be timorous souls, but bold spirits to put out a verdict reflecting on the votes and what the good people of this country did.
Okay. Hanya ni 100.9 yene aye the National Youth Organizer dema NDC George Oparado aka Pablo ono ne yeguso a yene di nkomo say the midi kambo amane no bedi no awia mene aye the former organizer of the United States of America NPP aye Ali Suraj ono so mede no betena se na yede nkomo Pablo's kwan ben so na as a youth leader our party ni mo wo mobilize youth no na wono makasa se beye na obi mfa mranche ne nsem enkonkoye bibia sebe enfata because mabunu no pa ne nim se ana eba ne sa na wo ye sade ne yenhwe se ase ne betumi akoso asomdwe kwan so
Magari yayebi and you see like I said there me was there bia me the His Excellency President Mahama because we share a before na a war in mabunu ni mu and the anger after the elections, especially the course of Techiman South and the other areas now. Now yet to me a containing anger no. So yeah, you can only commend the leadership of the NDC. Say ya Juma, yet to me a hold this anger no. To the extent that even some of our members have called us weak. Because sometimes, and rightly so, because in Yemani be a koso. Anyhow,
yeah, because the yet says still must say mobeyo yechire agodo amagana fu hu ye koso but comparatively ebeka 2012 election petition ebeba so no ebranda na do dan kwa Akufo-Addo oye na dwe so ode beko eye court no o ka kire ne babu ni se obi anye din sambre no mo brasport no send a signal ma me no kro ma ntie e no no atietia ne chacha mo ne ye Rajekobi Chebelamte Dr. Baomianom eba obrasport beka to me se wo mu nkofie wo mo ede nsam no court na wo mo hwe bad na amanfo bi so expect sanka JDM ebe calm the tempest down but rather no ya nti bibia sa
Nigeria MCB na mo ref in 2012
yeah
2013
yeah 2013 but yeah 2012 election yeah
the MPP's demonstrations were more violent they were more violent almost sent for cars home the things they did in Accra be bring ref journalists like Metro TV a few of the other
journalists almost say yes I'm aware of that
even the day of the inauguration of President Mahama our President Kufuor cars oko cars in on piper windscreen the started in protest here as NDC what simple say your pipe will be car windscreen and will be taillight we have controlled our demonstrations. The NDC has acted like a responsible political party. Ghana democracy any the bar you 1992 constitution. Yeah, trying before that time Dan Kwabuzia Club.
That
was Dan Kwabuzia Club. Akufo-Addo was then the general president. Akufo-Addo then Akufo-Addo was then the general secretary of the Greater Accra Iba Association. They refused to participate in the actual constitution. Omo refuses to participate. So we are the President Rawlings, late President Rawlings, only the midwife of Ghana's democracy. He's the founder of the NDC. The price we have to pay to bring about democracy. Intina still a cracker mono. What President Mahama has done. Na me say baby owo bi enwe mi chia no. Juma pa wedi. Intia still me no. Yet we tina studio mu ha no mo. E wa studio mu. E say be be ma ni NDC mo. E na ntesi kokko bi wo bia num. But it is the leadership of President Mahama. Intina me no ene. Yet no. It could have been worse. Ye course no. Ye course wo Ghana ha no mo on the 7th of December to the 9th of December. No. Any atrocities occurred during the electioneering processes. We had every right within our means to retaliate or then respond to some of the unwarranted attacks. But the leader we look up to, and in his statements, and the kasa, and that is how come we've been able to contain the various that demonstrated across the country, but not even one has degenerated into something negative. That should tell you that we are a responsible party. So yes,
demonstrations that more now Public Order Act na munni.
You see, that is where I have a problem with the police. The Public Order Act, there is something called judicial notice. Let me tell you, sometimes the courts will take judicial notice of some actions. Yeah, elections are campaigns. The masses gather. You call police permit. The Public Order Act say what is the Public Order Act? Say ABR nipa ko gather na
no kwada baby.
Immediately
permit you notify.
You notify. The police do not even have the power to give you a permit.
Won't be notified.
And the police
exactly. Junction.
And they cannot go to court ex parte. They have to appear in court, serve you, and come and tell the court why. You cannot demonstrate. I remember in the circuit courts and I'm district court be the ex parte injunction, which is wrong. Yeah, campaigns are police permit can say rallies. We don't. You know why we don't? Because at that material moment, the assumption is that the police have taken judicial notice. The season now a woman, a campaigning season. So spontaneous. So by virtue of that, that is why the police cannot go and charge anybody. Because then we meet people, we congregate, we campaign. Can everybody go and tell the police we cannot do that. It's not feasible. President Dikuvado campaign or notify police. It is in that same spirit and that same assumption. And now, when the season is on, and then there are agitations, the assumption is that the police will take notice. These things are going on. The notice you serve the police is just notifying them. That is all. The police have no business saying, and I heard something funny there. Of some banning NDC demonstrations in Accra. Can the police do that? Do they have the power? Are they a court? And the Pombo and no DIGP. They don't have that power. They don't have that power. But it's because you start to say, but if we choose to demonstrate 1,000 times, we will demonstrate 1,000 times and nobody can stop us from demonstrating. The worst they can do is send on invisible forces, no matter soldier to come and misbehave and kill innocent Ghanaians. But that, we are prepared to meet them fairly and squarely. So we are not afraid. But you see, like I said, as a responsible entity, we deal with the law and go by the law.
Okay. For messages in the 0277 860 644 0277 860-644. The National Youth Organizer, the man, NDC, George Operado. Mr. McJerry, Mr. Operado is right. Akufo-Addo didn't win this election, but it's because of Jean Mensa. And I always keep on saying that they will suffer for it. Where you Kofi or the South Africa, and now, or the Abba. Where see, I think Pablo is only defending his party stance and not what he knows to be right. He thinks Carlos should be crucified. But his colleague, JJ should be held for all what he did. Please tell him, Ghanaians today are not the same as Ghanaians yesterday. He is still young and he needs to be guided by the truth and dignity. Where you Samuel Yeboah or the Fritema and now or the Abba. When so say McJerry, good evening. Ernest, also we need peace. I say ye hear some our parliament in me adomochina. Yo, ya da say no what they had aba. Fighter kwaku watching. Also free speech is not free for unsubstantiated allegations. I remember the days of Black Rasta before the legislature, the late Sir John Atubiga et al. Before the Supreme Court, and how they were pleading for clemency. It is the turn of the Mutaka. Also, yo, yate, fighter Kwekubuache. OPK, Eddie Free Gosso. I say Mr. Mahama, an NDC petition is much ado about nothing, with their lies that they won elections without any figures to prove it. But now saying they want to rerun, they want a rerun and to clear down. So Ghanaians voted for Nanado and MPP government to continue their good governance. So NDC are deceiving their supporters. Regards to Honorable Martin J. Mensah calls MP for Techima, and also Lydia or the Abeni. Mamifa, we also back Jerry. Thanks for the good work done. May God richly bless you with such intelligent questions. Thank you, Mami Sewa from Where's the Nova the Act Builder, Sebra Mark? Thanks for the good work that you are doing. But before I end, help me remind Pablo that the last time I checked, Ghana has only one sitting president, and he is His Excellency President Nanado. Uncle J and Papa Kufuor are all ex-presidents, so he should stop addressing the president as Nanado while addressing an ex-president as a president. Thank you, bro. May that say, and also the idea they drawn attention to it. You need 100.9. Your name is the National Youth Organizer of the NDC, and you know AD and common. Now, NDC, Maka said you are not recognizing the president because Mujidi says some of the in Supreme Court and more person who say JDM some of the call, you know, verdict bebenie and sana or recognition via Modiama a president. Verdict in this way too. Court the untumika say apai. Either say ube win the case or you will lose. It's a call the otherwise. Now call to more favor. I don't know what decision are you going to take.
We'll respectfully disagree, but respect it. In 2013, in the run-up to the election petition, then candidate Akufo-Addo and the MPP4, they catch her in point blank. They don't recognize President Mahama as the president of the country. Nobody faulted them to the extent that President Mahama inauguration, Omamba. Parliament, President Mahama ministers vetting, Omamba. But we still went ahead and did government business.
Nege.
But it is their right. And I cannot say it's
it is their right. But sometimes
the Constitution allows you to challenge the results of an election when you feel say and whilst you are challenging, Nipana we're winning will still be at post. So for us, in this instance, who President Akufo-Addo is acting in an acting capacity until such a time at the Supreme Court, which is the final arbiter, any decision. And I am very hopeful in the case I am presenting before the Supreme Court. There can only be one outcome. Because what we are asking the Supreme Court to do is to do simple arithmetic.
Na amafo say na ade mo can say mo win election see with the figures what
we are asking the Supreme Court to do. What we are asking the Supreme Court to do. The 275 constituencies. Their pink sheets are available on the EC's website. This is now publishing all the 275. Among farmer independent audit companies, any year 2013, the KPMG, the Pricewaterhouse, the Deloitte, any of these companies, the Ernst & Young, 1 year, any company, no for 275 pink sheets now, a year readily available on the EC's pink sheet website. No more calculate MPP, no more calculate NDC, no more smaller parties, no more subtract sport ballot from the total number of registered ballots. If anybody got a 50+1, once that is done, they can come to only one reasonable conclusion that Akufo-Addo, His Excellency, did not win the selection. That is the only conclusion any reasonable mind will come to. That President Akufo-Addo will win his election. And that these elections should be rerun between candidate Akufo-Addo and candidate John Mahama.
But the big case NDC, your share strikes a moment here, our elections in one. Obia or your MPP ni, and Obia or your Nadrian said no betuaba, Ediama NPP. Send the Panubi Sana, Becatro say, results amunya ya no in fact they're surprising because my bomb home de papa a year 2012 2020 about to on a course no both the parliamentary and presidential inti ebi kasa na ka mu dede no mni ade munya botre because still na ebi Ghana for matter the popularity of JDM when we say yes JDM still Ghana for a pen editing akwa kobanesa what make us argument no
the John catch the almost kind of things, say what to fear now for Babe Fawa dia. Jama for no fanko. I no more catch it. It's unfortunate. Minia, Magari, all we are saying is we went into an election and they expect to see a win. You're going to elections here, Kwakoboy, home day. You're setting up the campaign. They be running it as national youth organizer because I promised the young people of this country that we will win power for them. Which we believe say fairly we won this election. And on which what we are asking the Electoral Commission and then the Supreme Court of this country is to tell Ghanaians the truth. For instance, the AGYEMAN South Parliamentary coalition sheet in a way. Up to date, no Ghanaian have seen that coalition sheet. Even on my phone, I have scanned copies of all the polling stations in AGYEMAN South for Parliamentary. We hear calculations now, Christopher, in a winning year. But many about the AGYEMAN across the Parliament. And that was a very unfortunate incident. Very, very unfortunate. Martin in the school. Martin I know him very well. The Martin Parliament, but he did not win this election. When we need the pink sheets we have, all the polling stations have scanned copies on my phone here.
My calculations, no.
Yeah, presser, our parliament. Yeah, presser, our party office. All of it. But Martin AGYEMAN and the declared winner. Up to date, nobody has a copy of the pink sheet. That coalition pink sheet now, the quality polling stations now, no Ghanaian has seen a copy. Okoi's website. All the other constituencies are there. AGYEMAN South, where is it? These are the injustices we are talking to. When you catch a court and say, I'm correct sir in your way. Offer a ye, the also. Polling station back home. NDC stronghold. Yeah, but I can't be before someone. Now, presiding officer, no. A far box, no policeman. Somebody caught. Yours, no matter. The box never got to yours. The policeman is working free. The officer is working free. The numbers are enough. That box, no. As I said, the course was anywhere. The numbers are enough to swing the tide. But you declare it will be for us MP. In 2009, Akwetia, Baba Jamal, you got 6 polling stations.
Yeah, I remember.
6 polling stations. So if box, no more say paper snatch, you should be organizing an election at that polling station. Because that is enough to change the results into yours. But we'll be to Parliament. Esikado, Zabzugu. And you see, this.
Then you know, I'm contested or court.
And I'm going to say,
yeah.
But should that be the case? No, should that be the case?
MPP phones who issues almost
should that be the case?
Jomoro, other constituencies, almost so one must say,
any problem. But some of the issues are making, they are patent. Who say, where you chrono and Electoral Commission. And then MPP before I can no more. You don't run elections like that.
You have no more evidence in it too. Patrick say aya namoka say MPP ni easy aya kanana and wa mabokro no.
Who is the ultimate beneficiary? Easy bokro no. Now if favor me, am I not the beneficiary?
But I say Ghana about what the year two about what belu su bia uzi area.
Debi. And mama in station you also dey. Adake year still young kan year is who benefits? AMP because polling station in question no. NDC stronghold. Politicians ain't anymore. Obian is the high NDC, the high MPP there. We all know. So once they start agitating, their course was sending west.
Yeah.
But all they been police.
Send west a court in the Jumamo. Yeah.
Court say enko kind.
Monko I must enko kind be.
The kind, you know,
NDC.
It's the same situation in Sefrios. Zabzugu. Yeah, you know video nibi. Returning officer and maybe your course say on collation and obi anka.
Ekono or say Zabzugu issue ni dia medi achire yie pa. Even my host to mo candidate host to MPP side then because according to returning officer no or say a hono the regional your friend is saying
so where
office of the
Diana in the original office no. But watch the video. Diana in the original office.
We need more. Me honestly, me minimum original office. But maybe
Diana Sino.
Maybe some candidates say, "Oh no, betting me actually, but also one confirm what I say. Yeah, one.
And your honor, Diana Sina, the torchlight that's in the
Because almost what they call the regional office.
It's Diana Sina, and our regional office no money structure. Diana Sina no more regional office. But we cannot do this to our country.
Okay.
It means you Ghana, sir. Okay. And I'm going to say, His Excellency Nana Dankwe. President now accepting him. He's acting like a tyrant. He told everybody to be a Democrat. And that is not how a Democrat behaves. When you're the Ghana person, you're pure tyranny. And when tyrants starts, maybe the achieve. Today, so the MPP is happy. We will see worse in the future. And why ya tuma obi entimi nkasa no obi ba no ya nobody can comment because Christian Council are aiding, Peace Council are aiding, Ghana Bar Association are aiding, all the organizations and then individuals.
The Christian Council, their course so Ghana Parliament. Some of the statement about the about things that woman be Ghana fortune. Again, was the same course so. Christian Council be your politically. I know what Casa, but I was on my
Ghana for 8 now. You come more polling stations. The Christian Council in say, "Among your madness, among sorry, me boy." Mark,
police force on be judicial media for home. Anna.
Police for now almost two you know. By now some interdiction should have been happening. How do you send live ammunition to police stations? What happened to rubber bullets? What happened to rubber bullets? Upon when in any proper dispensation, Aquat nephew, are resigning. CDS are resigning. But they are happy because Obi Shomeche say, Munkoye, na mama support. And Omaka with this answer. I had this year near Kuamuno, Ghana this year. And you see, where you are journalists here, I mean Pengu, journalists here, you are born to that way.
Yeah.
It could have been any of your reporters from the 7. You don't know, baby. A 14-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I think.
Yeah, Ablekuma side.
Ablekuma, yeah.
14-year-old girl. You would their course workers. How are Yakubu? Rampage even registration. Member of Parliament, not the tuning and polling station. Find our sanction. Mami operado memfa woma and cover polling station. Kabana ya baba chimi. How akum send the tio? Echo polling station ko shoot here. A bankrofo pre-prayer. IGP to me charging in Kojina courts. Is this how you build a democracy? But you need train be on afe. Train. And one afe. Now in so trapon train or jail. The Ekeka kono going forward. The Kotwa will be the Nebeko. Concept be make polling station. That means we'll be the two bar. That means we will be the Fiamefa. And a hot and then yes, yedu. A one yes, a gun do. So when actions need see. Now, a binary act swiftly. We are only telling the people on the other side, say, a binary cannot protect you. And you see, you give people justification. So also call one. So they make a police station. Now you're Bema, you're Bema. Now the two baby who here, me money is CBA. And that is what Yekekako. Is this no any bargaining for now? Social contract now, the near Kufuado, His Excellency, assigning and we're here. So be protect here, and then you get the opportunity of addressing the nation. Now be addressing nation, you know, your last speech in your seventh
Parliament, the State of the Nation's
address. Went me and ma ebusiane yako. Your citizens, is yet Ghana anom ku Floyd, Florida was infa. Ya bruchira bontin so. What say me no yen taxes yen fan ye yema Floyd or Ghana.
A year na taxes in the years are the number taka. Yes, a organization and but they invited the Foreign Affairs Ministry. But then you see
organization. Yeah. We do not have channeled it into other things, other corporate social
Oh, send there will be organization or so be year.
I know said the ministry, Ghana government gave money to do stuff like that. They cannot say that they didn't give any money. So as I say, you could be on a mind so that what this year it now just say well, as for parliament, sometimes I don't know, but some of the people who have gone through and become MPs, they are not fit to be called on now.
Sir,
just say is one. But Kasani this year you refer to people who died, who are martyrs of an election. You call them criminals. That 14-year-old girl no we and she a criminal. Straight bullet in the car no. On namne baby, or cry one got 12 anibi. On namne baby no be tia auto, a can in the coon. You call that young girl so a criminal. And then they elect him as the first deputy speaker of our parliament. It makes mockery of the processes that you're practicing. Call citizens of this country. Now, even criminals, in part, you execute them. Criminals. What's your crown for? So, for a lawyer and an MP of his repute, calling citizens of this country, Ghana this year, as criminals, and he's happy about it.
Okay. Haya need 100.9. What share a year about to amoko mona? Yato abawi 2016. Opa abedwako Professor Kwesiboche. Edi ene momu yenhwehwemu. Edi ene ko torchlight eti e man ko ba sa. Ejide sa report na Professor Boche edi ene mo ma moye no. Boa mo eye strikes am make ye ewo eye 2020 about no man.
Professor Boche reports no. Now, more of reforms. And over sure, we started reorganizing our party right from the branches. Am I even Electoral College in the class society? First, now every card-bearing member be a Twaba. In 2016, now you call parliamentary primaries. We be what show the desire this need or work out be not Twaba. But per the reforms, you be no delegates, only branch executives. Constituency executives, former regional and national executives. You sign the cut down numbers, no. You sign every reform your branches, no. In terms of leadership, all the way to the constituencies. Ibedu region, national. And for us and for where I sit, being very modest, like I say, the reports by and large are because we share your performance in the 2016 elections, when we were sitting government, we could only manage 44% of the total vote cast. Not today, from 106 MPs, and yet Chronobone by Yankee Kra 140 from 106. Now we share quantum jump north over 30 more. Ababeka Hua, which technically, Ufa 137 Ekrana, 31 Ababeka. That quantum leap. Ebedu 31 MPs. Now we are contesting the results because the GD said this elections the NDC should have won or it should have been a runoff. Not clearly, no. The reforms we did, and now the various executives from the branches, and kudos to your branch executives. Because the hormone action, my boy Juma papa. So, share performance in this election when a lot of you didn't even believe the NDC can even get 40% out of the total vote. To the extent that the GDC you win here. Clearly, one can see say our reforms work. And the reforms was due to Professor Kwesiboche reports now. And the necessity of various reforms. And it is the reforms that has brought us this far. The GDC going forward. We will build on the reforms and propel the NDC to a much bigger victory in 2024.
Your views, Parliament, they say the Akoye, and the NDC in Mapa, what's in a Parliament for 28 years. And Honorable Alban Sumana Bagwin, and no, you Speaker of Parliament, 137, and independent candidates, what should I say, or the MPP caucus, no, on my year, at the same moment.
I am not a master of parliamentary proceedings.
Yeah.
But from a layman's point of view and from a legal perspective, I have read the standing orders of Parliament. I'm not fit to interpret it because it is only the Speaker that can give interpretations to the standing orders. But in my attempt to understand parliamentary proceedings, the MPP is telling us a 137 is greater than 137. You know, 137 is greater. SNDC 137 is absurd, preposterous, and possible. Oh, they've said it's more majority.
Because some of them say independent.
Also, parliamentary standing orders, the first and second deputy speakers cannot come from the same political party. The independent candidates is the second deputy speaker. Also, the first deputy speaker is from the NP. So that order, and that standing orders, like I said, the first and second cannot come from the same political party. I am independent, and the second deputy speaker. I may be ignorant, and I stand to be educated. But and then Haruna Hint said tomorrow, maybe the speaker will put an interpretation. And I'm the kind of guy say it is only the speaker that can give that interpretation. From my understanding, if he wants to continue to be second deputy speaker, then he cannot be joining the NPP caucus. From my understanding of reading of the law, it may be a layman's understanding. And I'm going to say the interpretation.
Because as we speak, on joining MPP party.
So that is.
It's 1997, you see,
Okay, constitution. Our constitution speaks about majority and minority. They say one or two political parties can come together and form a majority caucus. You cannot interpret. We are more than proposing interpretation to a ICRA. An independent candidate cannot be a political party. Unfortunately, parliamentary proceedings cannot go to court.
It might be a party to the caucus.
So you see, there are legal interpretations here. And unfortunately, these interpretations cannot be done in court because they are a master of their own procedures. You see, unless the speaker himself, and I know the part of their standard they say anywhere that it is great, maybe a lacuna will be our interpretation will be our. It is only the speaker that can give an interpretation to it. So what we will need, and I believe the Ghanaian people will be interested to tell us whether he can continue to hold himself as speaker if he chooses to sit with the majority, with the NPP.
With the NPP,
Because the two cannot come from the same party. But if he's going to be doing business with the NPP caucus, then clearly he's become a member of them, not a member of the NPP party. But he'll be doing business with them. So he represents their views. And the framers of the standing orders and the constitution, wanted an independent person in the issue of speaker because most likely the main speaker would have been NPP. Or the first would definitely come from the ruling party most often with what we've had. So the idea was that the third should have been a neutral. And then, as I said, we were smarter, and then Babin, his right honorable speaker, so we could have had the speaker from the NPP, Michael Quay, the first deputy speaker from the NPP, and this independent guy claiming he's on the NPP for business, also being a speaker. It defeats what the framers sought.
Okay. Right. How you need 100.9? As you for the National Youth Organizer, Edema, NDC, and I am ready to but it was so Bramubi and I have a few calls. I said the medical culture. No, meaning we pena mene I am the former organizer of the United States of America MPP branch. Ali Suraj, or no, so no, EBD and come 0302243 540 030225790 Pablo, the National Youth Organizer of the NDC. Has a madway. Yanko.
Mamitia, me bossa, or say with him, Pablo. In Chiano, and I'm a man of fish passport, and Mike. Vinia, share a dead pepe. A DC, Mike, say war president, including NPP, a buying. So, any Yakika, who put 169 parliamentary MPs. Our position ANDC, you put 106. Hey, now that's only equal to a bar. Why would you incumbent presidents anywhere people would struggle to view power? Not just say there's something wrong. They say Ghana phone a chile some tabayo takuya kese one bono masabi. Me you more yen now. Yen difficult yen chime bush.
Okay.
What is 100 in passion abutre?
Oh, but time in the one tea. About 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Why?
Me body to Mike, Mr. Me was I will say I say my work say you baby no na judge for no sampa.
Okay.
1 and 2.
Meda say, Mammy for next one. Meba Tomadio? Yes, man. You call you too. Yeah.
Mammy Army boss, youth commander, Mr. Pablo. Kakra American say, Oma Kukudi, Oma Magana Wakasa. Na Yaya Minke, Yatu Abapa. And young person Yabanu Bay ways to know. It's a challenge for them. If some of them want to continue as a NDC national executive, we are looking upon them. We know what they can do. Papa, if you show me, you don't say, Adiana, yet 2 years. Amunya Enfato, and Masumaya, form. Into your best friend, this is not the end. It's not over until it's over.
Bedan see and also what you child yaba. Meba Tomadio? Yes, man. You're quite.
Freshman.
Well, was a faso. Freshman, and you could see saying, and I mean, Hungry. You want to be good. We are going through.
Yeah, was not with him, Pablo. Now, Pablo, no, wouldn't show a lawyer.
Oh, somebody can't.
And see, Pablo, you could be a Metanenka on radio. In fact, no major papa. And you read education or that very sweet than as papa. Then when me catch a Pablo, Majin on Gin, you could be a young from your pie. Because imagine by your book, who can handle, and not some other form. So Pablo, open your papa own. And you may be at the course within the end, this NPP map of him. Pablo. So yes, go for my was all making sure there. And no better area, here they are better one. I would before so. Many people didn't know where to say, the more of can the better sorrow. Then when the party them where you man, no may say that. Upon operation of 1 year.
Okay.
Then when we are there, we'll see yes, some crack. The party junior and Nado. But that's it.
Bedan see and also what you child yaba need to point now. Meba Tomadio? Am I your uncle?
Chairman Major.
Yes, sir.
Yes, boss. Me pacho mini to pachi. Masumo taifa. Mami fanti apisi ma yadi na President Bakwa Ghana for 2 abayino. John Dramani Mahama. Papa won kwaso. Nyankopon di wani se ohan bofo. Kaka kodru na so mu.
Na wa itu dia okay kan President Bakwa atu abayino no why.
Ebrebe chire se.
Okay. And say ebri ni nu ye dia into to aso e.
Mate me da say Chairman Major, my pastor that is my commander, the youth commander, the one and only, the Pablo himself. Commander, who engagement with grassroots, I talk from commander if we are no backup because you need a bro formula and you kuma. You that's in education out there, but said the comrade Odru Edikankano. Ye bemu muye, ye jenu manenka, until said no crena daddy. See, at the here, John Dramani Mahama, I didn't say my Supreme Court. Only you, apart from some mechanical. Yea, once the Ubis I say, near say, more Yarene, Nadena, Yanfa, no uncle. Namoko country, I say, elections are won at the police station. The bill, you see, no name Kunta and yet, 1+1 and yet. If you are Manako Kunta, our Supreme Court judges and now say a bonny we are. What about the catch and the Supreme Court? Entering country is a
okay.
Fine Quanaco election for a John Dramani Mahama and in Anado. No one to about Nayan Shano Crano Cre, you are young Rena.
Okay.
Near you know, you be Charlie.
Meda say, and what you in child yaba, Meba Tomadio?
Yeah, Majala Pump.
Yami Adobako, you too, Bema.
Who is fishing in the
Okay.
Madina? Majali, they put them different people. The whole Ghana, we don't from quite union. And people are banning a tone, free and fair. You say free and fair, don't go to court. The free and fair, don't go to the court. Yes, I'm free and fair. I was a free and fair. Why should I be there to go to court? So when people to mind, Majali, me per se, a China and a program, they were people to get this and say, I'm free and fair, and by this one was work with court. Honorable Pablo, my program, the catcher will say, them my boss, or kind or Joe kind. The other will from Moshe. They are bread into Moshe. Mamu down when you just one good thing.
Okay.
Our ground. It's every before they're busy. Plan now, yeah. Your mama, Baba.
Better say. Mami for next one. Last but one. Beba to Mario.
Major champion McJerry.
Yes, sir. Young boy. Nana.
Wa konta na namu wa kuni mesu awas boy is still reading. Na mincha memo about page mas no na mincha Pablo Robert so Mageri won nya chuma eku yengana ku 2012 yedi election petition echo court and the vote say enye court any win election aya ampampa na echo court you go with the finger of God our court you 2017-0 our court work you double pin sheet duplicate pin sheet our court work and in that is they say about you know polling station the papa the mama and kokobuna kokobuna mine ama mo share what L2 shile na na dia L2 na do bia wini dia wo dia yeko da level zero up to go amount ebe obi abuye de mo say say mo wini election ye wiawo nti mo ma tabon tin na mo shitai mo bra manfo mo se o meje fade am afi duwa mo kokota mo say obi awi na mo pe wa no mo nya atwene.
Okay. Medasi. Yo. Mami for last one. They said me you better be at least right just last year. Mario.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir.
Parna di so.
Get you.
Abramo to say.
Yami Adom.
I then Yamia say, Bibia the no person be say, and come shan a war a tea, Yamik, a big manga joint, Abosom to about Tosmans, or Tosmans, Mamma Betus mean or Tosmin, and make good father. I said, I say, what they are purpose court. When we are better no Casana, say, as for the year, why am I going to be already in the pediatric, and if you mensa, and a good father, and one, they say, said there. 2013 year san we be on be demonstration omunye to be dia omunye bi on be bia ne sene abadu om de bo ba ko no abadu one say that work on etu omunye ready say nkuguo no mu be di
Okay.
na kasa bi no obuntwa so emwo mo kra
Better say we at the first part of the phone segment. Beda obi bia ofre as mama send a message so. Beda ma say na mo YouTube for mo didi atemo no mo hwe ni. Mate. Okay. Pablo. Now, grassroots, and I said, yeah, we normally lose touch.
Oh, Samo.
And says, I know more.
That is not what they mean.
I know more patches, and I'm a man. Ah, sir. I did, and Sean, when I'm with Sam, bro. What about this, bro? When I say, but if you say, we normally lose touch.
I cannot.
Sir.
I sit on your laps.
Okay.
You know, and when you listen to the call letter,
yeah,
everybody commended. You know, yet minimum Lucy tax. Okay, sure.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
I will continue to engage with them.
All right.
And then the ICA will be because I am.
Okay. Well, last words Ben of DJ as the youth organizer of the NDC.
I had 2 words. The first is to say a big thank you to the good people of Ghana. Say the Ghana for you now. And then the massive support they've shown the NDC. The second is to the judiciary and the judges. They should be bold spirit and not to know so. No correct and daddy. You and you. I mean, the GD say when the true verdict of the people is given now, Ghana will rejoice and the answer will be back.
Okay. and then you may yet say so Babakayo. A brother brother be doing good at home. Dear who said the yet as a bar. The National Youth Organizer Edema NDC George Opariado and now would say in Cano or no and now become a special guest. You're talking to me, you know, I'm in the Babadin Como. And yeah, the former organizer, the United States of America branch of the New Patriotic Party, Ali Suraj, yeah, no, ever born come this year, or no, so Atenase.
And let me now digest the issue of independent MPs. 100.9 from the text. I shall, for the purposes of transacting business in the House, associate with the MPP. The media get the words. Associate with the MPP caucus in the 8th Parliament. His words did not say, I am joining the MPP. Emphasis mine. He says, associate with the MPP caucus in the 8th Parliament. For the avoidance of doubt, I'm still quoting him, I do hereby affirm that I shall cooperate and collaborate with the MPP caucus in the 8th Parliament. It did not state and it did not say I shall join or I am part of the New Patriotic Party. The elections have been conducted conclusive. Many of you are aware that we are in court, and we are in court not only challenging the legitimacy of the presidential outcome, but many seats that have been robbed off. We are in court using judicial processes to ensure that we are not denied our won and deserved majority at the December polls and elections.
How you need 100.9 Torchlight Sunye, you need the National Youth Organizer of the NDC, George Opariado, you know, Edin Common Sabri, and you're the former organizer of the United States of America, MPP branch, Ali Suraj. Now, about one of those Obesha have ball campaign, papa, and po, a year, which a year the Nasara wing of the MPP. Now, to me say, Udimupa or ne, a year Nunia Futa, a year the Nasara coordinator, or Mubujuma, Ali Suraj. You know about Torchlight, what they say?
Oh, me Joe opinion na me chawa nanya.
Me Joe so pa, you want official panso.
I feel combat here da. This is be this in am court. Near end in am Jubilee House.
Asa. Na motama monam court to be cast at them.
Oh, say no my catch no ye nya abotre. Nti say nyenta kwa ye amanyo kosam. E ka be ma min ka bi. E na ye mre, obi aso one mre. Nti me ogidie say afiwe ye afi. Nti tini bompaye no iya ne ba foforo no obi abompaye ya bompaye say nyankopɔ ya adom na afisese na ne nam Jubilee House Ghana ejuma na omoso nam court na omotwe ho manso.
Okay, good. Uko Facebook in fact yenya challenge ba uko YouTube live despite media dwumadi you know live ewo ho etu pese uko ho na hu ye live despite media on the YouTube channel. All right. Inti mayeto aswe Ali yato be 2020 elections say about to ni mu akone abadie nyina wo free US eba betena ha e bon to wa yato abadi wie no resource apie net wo
na very excellent resource na enye resource me expecting I was expecting more inti I was shocked on NDC's resource but I was say me nipa bi before me kasa no it to me boss we ka say last me kan wa me ye me homework ye na my analysis na ma make sure say idea American or public no in touch and there's no doubt about it. The day ana amount for you say NDC a shock amount for almost surprise anya vote me almost surprise me there will be bintia e buy ya me as vote
bibi ben
and yet particularly say Ghana for from fie abeto aba
because will be 106 and then parliamentary you see one my sweep seats here from which JDM the strikes
I'm not in the fact that say Ghana for Kotwaba, but I'm doubting the capacity of the voter munyaye because so wouldn't me be adria before we start the campaign na MPP a launch round 2 the round 2 na launch you know na say you what ade bi kura ye share say you round 2 round 2 second time
round 2 ni dey mo ye pa
nti e come deep you see we are talking about Ghana for majority of Ghanaians, say what assembly before na juni bebum na eche. And now ebi mu ho pick information it's not easy for you to change it. Inti Ghana for omo do MPP no. Majority of them are sorry ntimi nkan ntimi nye bibia nya opportunity enya wanya take round 2 no wa fa round 2 no di ahye say I will pay Akufo-Addo round 2 no nti eba say yekoye ballot no yekoyi number 4 no nti ama afreni yasha start 4 more for Nana nti 4 more for Nana no akofa but the round 2 no ako deep down in the villages nti Yankopon Chadie, maybe am I very careful of what I said. You could you na your mama abeda number 2. The number 2 now abeda no. Majority of amount for number 2 abano. Omo fi say 2 do na ya Akufo-Addo because we started on round 2. And a second, amount for bebrebe ya omo koto aba.
Science and data now the year you
just see that's how Ghana is a freedom of speech. Yeah. I don't just talk. Being very careful of what I say.
Okay.
And what I say, I try my best and my analysis. I may make sure say before I remember public, I stand on something. I call 4 more for Nana. Also, who share Nana do the number 1.
Yeah.
Who share number 4 now? And then Nana do no. Why not number 4?
The number 4 no why? What the Baba Micha Mancha the other 4.
Na share voter unyaye.
Ade no na kadien
na kosho voter onyaye
it's not just say
it nipa bebrebe ekoto about in the name of 4 more for Nananti another number 4. Let me tell you the campaign a lot of majority of NDC here omu wura krase no eko catch omu say free education no number 4. I'm telling you NDC 4 years
yeah campaign no
free education no number 4. Enti na sa homework no before ya dwene beba ade no na yetimi akanta no na ye too late. So okasa wo kwa disorganize nkrofo na omutie campaign na message na ye wo no. Enti I tell you say me amanfo e kase Ghana fo ato aba ama NDC and they were shocked on the millions of votes na omunya ye no. Akufo-Addo vote no omanya because of you see at the end of the day no only me be adwin say Ghana fo ni bibia confuse because first start round 2. Second, yaba 4 more for Nana. And Nana dosu eda number 1. But so we per se obi our science now. When taking the time, no one this analysis. You know one kwanya e fast wa e margin Mahama enya 6 million vote and NDC need to meet tinase. Eka say we win election. NDC new it meet tinase. Eka say we win election. And NDC need to meet tinase. Eka say omo ye decent demonstration. And then NDC need to meet now say eka say omo court. And then NDC need to meet now say eka say the final outcome I beba court no omo confidence. You see, even 2016, 2012 towards 2013. I'm not a case no court no. Me was so bad experience be in my life, but because me a lawyer, so I'm being very careful what I say. Because once a lawyer is very sensitive. Unim law. You have to be very careful. But and now I'm new Kasai. NDC so more parliament. Until me choose me or more court.
Yeah, one more.
Until me choose me word carefully. I see you doing Ketia Bekas and be ya. I'm on for the grow. But Bekas say any idiot can go to court.
No Kasa na edi.
By a say any idiot can go to court too. You see, any experienced politician can go to court. And I wouldn't am court. Court now call you know. According to
what more when you na so a what they call na court no na court ni
film Matthias but the ever he bebrebe round off or win election resource ni ye genuine the ever he and omo dey court no well ye judge has some way the ama court decision a court be take you know we are lawyer abandoned citizens a party we respect the rule of law. Nti Jayama judges for now Martina say no ne court na high court of the land omo hwa asam no say omo hwa asam ni ye ni obeka bia wo de uji tum say ye de ye basabasa in terms of side no ye koye ama omo kan wie ya Akufo-Addo ka say even though ono omo nya understanding and agree on decision na omo take you know but because of Ghana or respect and our follow the peace by me boy. Nti amu kokod ye win election no.
But they win him say
win election.
Mu win elections no project. Said Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo kra kan.
Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo. Figures now wo nyaye no. Because of the amekachire wo no. Nti ebi cheye, ebi call number 2 and ebi call number 4.
Na ebi call 4.
I'm telling you. And this anka, there's no way ene yet honu mu na ye ni omo amunye hwe wo Ghana. E debate on 137.
Everyone anya hwe.
Na what owu ni omo amunye hwe.
But scat and blouse e course no. No, aye parliamentarians bia. Omo de because baby o Nanado they are working. Baby o Nanado we need. It's not the parliament the parliamentary candidate no. Na
well, skirt and blouse there are every political party. But a do baby, politics who lose you don't focus on one side. You also look at another side so a weak point. Yes, party no ebi mubu ofu ama omokoto skirt and blouse. But ebi musu entesa obra. Eye ne na me ka kire wi. E na ntro NDC for etwa say form for na free education no number 2. Free education no number 4. Ni nyina ka hu bi na ama the performance of MPP akofo, but still I'm proud of MPP. Say omatimi win at the end of the day we share 21-0 na nipa ne take 21-0 no take kan no o share 1 now no share 22 now share 21 na. Say at the end of the day we win o meboa nti the tie ni say the year pen na ya ensa nka ni nyina but the nyame dia maye no ye danase.
Ebra na womo ye inaugural ceremony, but before that no na woka eye the 2 and the 4 no na ye Ivor Kwabena Green Street CPP na wo sha elections no kwa no position on the ballot box no o say MPP 1 NDC 2 GUM 3 GUM na net also 3 yo and the CPP and it also 4
okay
it's not just a walk the 4 and then the
4 and then the 2
okay.
With
the bear 12,000, now 12,200 votes here.
No, but 12,200 votes, it make a difference.
Make a difference, dear.
Vote, your mama to me up to 6 million. But your Ghanaians power. Your mama, my Wababebunu Ghana, no, not 6 million population. I got to Obama. That is
I don't know Kabi fan Chiramu MPP say you are not doing something right. I tell you how many years.
No.
I do think Ghana for who said there be and who ben say
Ghana for
John Dramani Mahama.
Ghana for
Ghana
for your bonibia. You started campaign. I tell you say there's a confusion on Ghana for mind. You see Ghana, we are different kind of people. You will be more omuni muhuma lawyers, or doctors, so they understand the change of bylaws on certain things. But a bit more omunti asiye. Ni pana di for number 2. Round 2 no number 2. Obiswe di for say 4 more for nanano number 4. Nti no some mistakes we no. Be say me dem ka sam you adebia minimum. Utimi tena se na udwin. Ni America no me I'm not saying it in favor of NDC or MPP.
It's not just a MPP vote be akwa for the number 2.
Number 2 ni number 4.
Because I don't get Kambomo and just
say even though a political party they can get it, but I am in the fact of doubting that figures now. Munya they say Omunya is genuine because Ghana for Omunya ready say Ombe 2 obi free. My brother say Obi ready say Obe 2 free ma. Let's look at it. National Nado among now Obebu no. A dear mistake potty and I Ghana for fun say we a mistake in Tibet about yao.
I said you wouldn't know. Depending on how we
understand we wouldn't know, but we also assume say near now we no Ghana for
a big crab because a yet to a benny some political scientists phobiaka. Bibi say galam say my by the man kuni ye corruption montimia nanado and tima for the 9 and you know the 9 so making kind articles. A man for 1 million political scientist, analyst, one much say corruption nanado and timia kuni ye I want to or sign the sizable government very huge size and what the Benutin and the cross say and they know or they a few government size and or they baby boo. Ne manum ne ade. Sanoma wenu me nyina no. Amafo ka se ekutiamo meaning say man ye bibi right.
Wo to onum no.
Yeah.
So you are trying to help Ghana meboa.
Yeah, me boan kasa.
Boa Ghana meboa. Nti oba now you are trying to be fair. Unim say bi mu fi say the fairness now we no we are bias.
Oh yes, yeah, baby, and baby.
So these are some of the things that
Yeah.
me person may say. I disagree with Ghanaians on one thing. You see, fixing Ghana is not easy. Say galamsey no. Ghana fombra out no one say eye boni and I say nya boni. Eye dear, I was say nanado ye no di fix it or mine no meboa. And then me no kasa you. Look at all the education and nanado di ama or mine no. But still, people are talking about in that particular galamsey no. She Ghana yan she ya. A bedroom rebi no. Politicians beba. Omu nye jima bia e wa Ghana. Ombe peska na omu di atu ho. Sa obe say o man no said you inform ho. Sika e na ombe pe dia beto ho. Na se eduru abato tama no abema o sika se to aba mame. Utu aba no ma na no akọ because wakase wo de ni sika nyina ebeye o man na. Ebi ebeye omu de, ebi mu se nya den, enye omu de. Na my brother, Nanado, ntinka Nanado lose election we. Ka on the oba empty no akọ empty o. Because institution na AGYEMAN nyina institution be na hunse Nanado are making more effort than education. What try the best at least mienya adie bi. Say the be ya man Ghana be ko nim at least if it is quarter steps kra. Ghana here den akọ nim. And a planting for food and job I make impact. And a free education I make impact. Health insurance I make impact. NAPCO I make impact brother. Into when you na do ya no. Was say oba ewie school said the beya abekwa ko page mas one ready start na busumi so a ye man ska na at least obetimi anya chop money. Some of us are ye wa abuchire no ya nya peace kakra say bra ye se mintua school fees bra ya mantua school fees I be pam me. These are simple knowledge. I will say people should look at it and consider this fact. The fact that you don't want galamsey doesn't mean say we should stop galamsey. What is the effective of galamsey? A day pa particular na galamsey ye. Galamsey is cyclone. Galamsey ye no mabia enye.
It is president no. E kind then the presidency crowd or the lie. At all lie.
Yeah, because
so
why?
Na oka say order the presidency AC awowa.
It tells you.
Ye be ko atia one more fa kwati kwanhwatu from ogide. But attendance afi na ade na okoni du ba bi na fe o na amafo agye agum.
Because you
allegedly
see,
yes some one more for kra na ni tu from.
Let me tell you. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, say, politics no. Edru baby enye de o. Enye de. Because say NDC for who say majority of the people no more galamsey interest. Into omu hiti galamsey ho. Into brother, say who say galamsey ye. Now who so ba something different na edi amino edi ampuntujo beba. No be full fraud dey onim said ya wo ye no. Akosini kwame enye omu de. Into obo ho saa kopim say beto aba no. But that will not make any difference of Nanado's governance. Nanado is a man of integrity, focused on building the nation. And I believe, sir, he will do better than what he did in the 4 years ago. Because you see, Ghana, ye kano. Ahani Ghana you. Ghana na mene utiwe you. And then, ebi muti omufie, uwa dauruma, omati youth organizer. Wakani obeka yina, me nkase ni obeka enu obejana num. Because we're Ghanaians. What kind of feelings? But whether say it's true or not, no, Ghanaians will determine that. Meboa. May come with feelings. Whether say it's true or not, no, Ghanaians will determine that. But sometimes, no, we should avoid the politics of personal interest. We should look at the fact. The fact of the matter doesn't mean say, the fact of the matter say doesn't mean say I shouldn't speak right for you when you are right. Ghana, since coming Kuma independent, yanji independent amaya and kaya freedom. Me send work constitution. Electoral constitution granny in the parliament. I heard you asking him about say vetting by court no vetting committee ni anye day appointment committee no yanko yanko fine say yanko parliament of the swearing in so manko parliament of the swearing in and kayesu yanko vetting no mo vetting committee.
And there's a for now woman decided.
Me say, me say me come adre. Nka omo nka so omo nkoso no omo njai. Say ni nyina ka ho. Ana de make me boa. Ni nyina ka ho bi say they are doubting the credibility of the resource. 2020 election resource. Yeah. You see, a do baby if you want to face the reality, I'm not the lawyer. But if you look at the parliament has a standing orders in parliament. The standing orders are about parliament. There is only the parliamentarian that can interpret that one. But Just look at Ghanaians, the people's perception, independent opinion, independent mindset. It tells you, say, okay, in parliament, no majority says, yeah. I agree. But if the speaker is going to call you, Obafemi was saying, leader of opposition party. Is that not so?
Obafemi
leader of opposition party. Because there has to be a difference between a leader parliament, a speaker we use. There has to be a leader.
Speaker, make determination.
Can say leader of NDC in parliament? Or can say leader of NDC in parliament? Sana speaker beka mimi can say leader of NDC.
For now, Nadia Ochina, one more tenacity obey the term.
Intina ye kasa, I see ye very careful on law. May make me account
because they say as we speak,
as we speak,
officially, I hear from MP, but
I hear a honorable minority leader, honorable Alaja Aruna Idris, or let me use it, opposition leader. That will make it fair because I hear them
a minority. They won't to me use for now.
And to me use a leader of the opposition party, or Kase in terms of standing orders in parliament. Still, they have 137. So there is not going to be issue on who becomes a leader in parliament, majority or minority. But they don't have problem of sitting in the minority chairs. So which is we are learning. We are learning. I'm happy the way he said it. Said your kind, it tells you say some back on one person be catch but our catcher said this is the way I didn't bear then. Like I say, we are not a lawyer, we are not a member of parliament, but we are learning. And he said NDC Baye did this say before Umbeko court, but he said worker second say 2012 to 2013. Yeah, kuntakwa SI cast.
And I said they are no correct.
Hifa.
No correct. Sakoha. Now Obika Kamuana NDC. Funny abobo.
No ma bebre besi listen, no ma bebre besi bro. And then bro, mami kasa mental. Say NDC for a year demonstration I was circle.
Yeah.
Na me Ali Suraja me car NPP poster boom. Me srow. Na me the car for ho. Mini bodam ni wan e bodam ni.
It's now bad. You
have to avoid them. You have to avoid them. Me say last no mo demonstration. Car meeting me a car. Me a miss free car no e ma car 10 and me fa motor call baby ameko. Simple as ambia. And see another incidents now is almost shada. That time no almost shada. No ma fa NDC car, no mo the posters are boom. No mo the MPP for their number so yo. Me, I was part of the people at your call Brassport. Me Jacob Bechebelanti. You flew on no na do konifie in your call party office. You can't one who so be ABB. And on way decent or munyashi market and almost she market. And I kwa ntakwa me say me no kasai.
Why na she market?
Oh. Ya no more.
Market ya chu bi a
suspects.
Suspect yes want to me make conclusion. Say the panel dey she market.
It made me bisaw. Demonstration amu ye ne. What would decent demonstration wom?
Demonstration na
amu ye no. Say me decent one wom. The fact that members of parliament grab it members of parliament, we are law. One of mutra parliament until me expect say nka mo ye no nka wo defat the genuine process. Say won't mean be kasa even though me but I'm telling you say it's not good. Say mo ewiase nyina be hwe say boni ba mo di mo asumdue be dey e be tie echi no and na mo yes abai well it's a democracy won't mean ka ho hwe. I may catch us a court na a coin. Omo coin, Yanko Pardum, Obiabe who or moto. A yantaquani, ye bompa ema, MPP near bompa ema, NDC, Nina Ghana. Say, Omo coin, Yanko Pombo, Mono Mulusu said your own belusa. Na Yanko Poso, Mboy Manu Crania Day, MPA, because ye him say, election we know, and yet round 2 and 4 more for Nana. Anka, if we saw some long time, because there's no way out, Obenya that figure.
All right. How you need 100 points now? Lee Suraja, the former organizer of the United States of America branch of the NPP. On the Nigeria didn't come on. Ebrana a parliamentary inaugural ceremony in Ekosono. Now, what will be what's now? My dear, and our parliament house will be. Dear Cosonet was saying,
we don't know who's a more.
Some information and I will be. Then, yes, so what's a campaign? What fee when it went through US and our band? What's what? Dear Cosonet was saying,
dear Cosono, so far, Masuya Norma Bibribi, a war. In fact, not Norma Binam in Tiasia, but me tena ase din and me who say there's more to it in my life. I have to learn more in Parliament. Almost started here no nam fisa idea be nkola no mo ye no, but osha before almost started those debates, you know, there's a lot of issues aba ubiadi, especially MP ni de no. Say number of the cities being a citizen, how the court are serve no, and injunction ye de to any kwanya omode fast so normal no honorables more for ballot paper ballot box now. In fact, now I was not happy on the way things go generally. Now me happy, but me share no be try so obe defend the political party in Parliament. Say ombenya the Speaker of Parliament. Nti echire asumdwe ba na omoto aba no. Nti omoto aba no na media de me hu ye ne say ye kan bi ba ye nyan kan bi. Nti ye ho ana me hu say me nim ni omko discuss ye say ye say abambabe na Speaker of Parliament. Said ye kan no sa na meka. But me I only listen to my leader.
Okay.
And the leader ne beka no because ultimately just can embeka feelings. According to leader no ye de na abambabe na to ho no. But say ya electing o yen electing o, I'm waiting for my leader to confirm that. And so na metimi atena radio su and na TV su atimi akase. But for now no metimi afrene speaker because he's a Speaker of Parliament. Yeah, jina too.
Yeah.
And no dear, it is within my right. But say I will speak something that is not within my right. Say ya electing and I say yen electing o, I'm waiting for my leader to come officially to say it. And no na be mame kwan ama matimi ayeden. Be because am you consent there, you have to be very careful, especially when you are young. Now who grew neighbor and yet be bia na obeka say Magjerity me ma Ali Suraj kwan man bash the show nti be betina ya na there was a menka and was a meka I say me di me huni na me sua normal bebrebe, especially politics. If you are not a lawyer, you have to be very careful what you say. It may be used against you someday.
Good. Na edipa bi ka say in fact what they now was observer watch a proceeding said ya na no me call for party edi nkunim and o mo kono makwa kodi djuma said ya edipa bi ka say ebeya womo involve ni tituru womo de womo hihye sa ugly behavior ne moment me ho ase ebutu ballot box ebi kofa ballot paper honorable Carlos bi do ma ba bonten patch but womo ka so officially womo demand apology bi from the Parliament House. So no mo yadwe.
One more demand the apology from the
SCC for kan ho. Christian Council. Wo makasa. Wo mo chese de course na enu asesem. SCT minya chawpa. But John Jinapo wa pa chaw mate. Whip at the MPP caucus. Me aminu Frank anodon pre. Okasa wa pa chaw. Eno so mate. Honorable Carlos, ono so the statement of the buyer no. A 12 crown or the apology at the share. I think I'm saying enough, Anna.
It's good because more and more koye sadie no. This or more babontia be pachawa. I will only wait for tomorrow's sitting. And tiachina information I be free Parliament no. And no na be ma mesoma kwakwa me research. Say e ba say Magjerry bisa me BBC ya. Say na wo say me yeden. Meka. Because say sia no e bia o ma pachaw no o mu dissenting constitutional the account and now so omo patch no omo chere omo standing orders in Parliament why they did that the behavior no maybe according to standing orders in Parliament you have a right you have a right maybe according to standing orders in Parliament you have a right to do so in Parliament because I see your Parliament in terms of China this issue I know say by all me say be I be pop up into omo ko sitting na they be out no I don't know be guiding me. Na matimi aka bibi so that if I have an independent opinion mind say matimi aka bibi afa ho in terms of ne omo ye no a ohun de mecha no and no matimi aka with confidence because Magjerry Ukai 2013 case court ye woni pa bebrebe omo backing cans nsam bi later e do omo koto asam omo kra omo nim law se ne me kra look at how they behave. What about Magjerry akola Ali Suraja afi na opese ohun normal baby in terms of Ghana Constitution, any law, and I think you will bear with me, say I have to be very careful of what you say.
Good. Mami Fanfre, what by the next 4 years, a Bassa petitioner and DC for the Aquacodan Supreme Court, as a Ecobase, Manuchi Suminem, the Cobase, ABF, Ecodane, HRS, Montua, Amemonosua. ɛdeɛ na mo expect ɛdeɛ free maban yi wɔ bibi wɔ hɔ a wogye di sɛ ɛyɛ the first 4 term anaasɛ the first 4 years the man yɛ president and Nana Akufo-Addo ebia saa mamuo no bibi tɔɔkyew ɛnam so at this time no ɛsɛ mohwɛ na mohwɛ ne yie na mpo Ghanafoɔ bɛhwɛ na ɔmate ase na ɔma maintain mo 2024
McJerry, me de betimi aka kyerɛ sɛ yɛ MPP deɛ by the special grace of God she said deɛ yɛn twɛn bibia o the only thing na yɛ twɛn is say court resource no be piaba but for now yɛ ejuma the job is ongoing until ya start say Nana Akufo-Addo be prepare the government say ministers din be out for vetting until omu wura officer the first thing I may expect say ye be yen say ye be reform party no ni reorganizing ye na nipa bi a wo say ye no omo be kasa so the party for full soldiers parties grassroots until me say my dedicating my life ama the party currently the me ama party say I'll make sure say in the grassroots level no the be wuram ni aboa national organizers no say the be organize party ni ye no one is perfect at least you can make a mistake you go back and correct your mistake o correct your mistake wo aban mo wo betimi move and to shock the nation again because minim say yatimi jump we no there's no going back again and na do so ye nipa bi a wo hwe said ye wo ye ne ho normal bi a normal emefe pa o ye penyini a wo dwen pa ansa na wo the position a shawunsa and I can even stand here let me use this your platform as an opportunity to congratulate my mother chief of staff
yate say wa
me congratulating say Juma wa ye no 2020 between 2016 to 2020 in fact mama no bojima pa mama no nyansa ono wo kasa utimu say penyini ni akwala e kasa she's the best person I ever see in my life in terms of being a chief of staff me Ali Suraj na me kanu nyobia that's my opinion and I think say the American majority of Ghanaians so ehunu sa because say unya nipa enye the leader na nipa na ekuta no the position no action and inaction of the person who tells you say nipa na deserve that position no nti mame no say your bompa say she will be the one that will continue and inshallah you gide say that the anybody nti me congratulate mame no in advance and congratulate her for what she did and pray for her say obey better than what she did in 2016 to 2020. Actually, Akufo-Addo. Bro, Akufo-Addo. Who stayed in the power to move say, if we are safe for Akufo-Addo enim, on pay we are safe. Currently, penny a war dream, you obeko catch any yame. Inti, Akufo-Addo will hate to say, Obehu so we a selfish leader. Oh, the old dream wow, unji on mine no. And onye nipa will take a decision at once. Will make sure say whatever Akufo-Addo be we hear it in the right channel. And Timu Didi said, the may expect every the president in say the previous ministers are money na Juma 2016 to 2020.
Yeah.
A lot of people are complaining about their attitude. People are complaining about them being arrogant. Some of them being arrogant. Some of them thinking that this is the end of their life. Some of them thinking that said party for no omunyobia. Some of them thinking that say where they got no nobody is nobody. I pray say nyombeba foforo no. I expect them say ombe conduct omo very well. Humble themselves, knowing that say this is the leader that want to achieve something in Ghana. So they should bring themselves down. They should learn what Akufo-Addo is doing. It's not about today, it's about tomorrow. Well, you can be the minister today and tomorrow they will still do it without you. That was when you feel say you supposed to or you need to humble yourself. Me expect say leaders now better than the previous leaders no. Even though in life no obia agree say unya enea echina you want to be better than yesterday. So me pray say me expect say better than yesterday. And then they also take care of the party. Even though they are doing it, they should do more than what they did. And this new coming minister, see, and share the structure of the party. Because Nanado Epe party, no, party than Akumum. Omumpe Kwame no Mumboa party. No. And I met me out for Wakunyasa congratulate the Nasara coordinators across the country. Oma Ejima.
When we contribute to my success.
Omo contribute to you. Oma Ejima. So I have to congratulate them. Oma yejuma pa. Nti me congratulate all the national coordinators across the country. Nti Jerry, nyana me expect free na do aban no.
Okay, na one more so e ka say we hwe eye parliamentary level when we lose you and be ka and no mu DC senka into the koba ne sa enei ayade amama joko na pa bedwakuo awoya we say ye yura ya osafo mafo ne die ne mo so wo mu ye nhwehwemu edien na ekoso ene koba ne sa de titiri parliamentary seats a lose you.
See, I'm against any MPP obejina baby aka say because we lose promise nti because want me ankoti won yejima ma party. Trust me, take it from me. The person is not a party man. Obeshia party no keke. The person no or person be benefited from the party, but he is not a party man. Because the really MPP person no, I didn't dana kumum. Ene magje me to me MP. What I come MP. Me to me a member of parliament. But who say me feel. I'm happy why? Because my party is in governance. My contest promise no da. Many Aziz Futa contest ma lusu. Me lusu what is a makaboni. Mambo Aziz Futa. Me ko contest here to fish out. Me lusu ye. Me bo a candidate no. Di nyame ahihye no, onipa da sani ntimi nsai no. Yankopo ahihye se enye me Ali Surad ena meko. But nembom eye legally say metimi a contest. But enye good say ma contest ya ma lusu no. Ese me sabotage mi yonko say be ya onko parliament. Every nipa why sadie no, the party should know say nipa nempe party no. So I understand say committee be a set committee.
Yeah.
Na minjai sa ejumai for the committee no. Reporter or out say if I'm against some reporter or we are against some reporter and there's any clarification I bet me I'm clear on why you are against the report now. You be kwa because yeah pe party no say bibia. Me to ultra me moja MPP. Nti the composition wa MPP na me lusu a. Me to nipa na wa win no MPP na win. Enya me ya. But ebe ha me say na nka me pese eden. Eye me. Manya no enya saa na nyame ayede ahyehyenti de bia meko election bia me one word am ka che nyame sadie we say papa for mama say enya papa men for mama inti Jerry clearly I'm telling you I'm sitting in your radio and said that for the record I'm not happy with those who did that because if you check them they are not really a party people but yes ya oboni nipa de yebetimi aye oboni enya nipa ne anybody nipa ne anybody come to think of it why yama wa contest kra unda nyame ase obu okra yama na contest wa wanya position da obu ho wanya position bia obu ho wo the party na chi up to now amanfo ntimi nka se position ben wo kuta Jerry me won say my ejima ma party no pa but this is the party I belongs to me ntimi sisa party nti party na me boni anti me betina radio so na me nka se party na me boni me yesa ma demote me ho me yesa ma discredit me ho me yesa ma disrespect me ho me yesa I have big a shame to my family and a shame to the entire people la omudu omani aide atomi so nti I pray say omo yesa no going forward no omo fanche said the etie bia oko promise ani pa ba ko na be wi
okay
said the etie bia ne pa ba and then alam enye on trade minister
yeah
on na enko election wo lose ye one the party na chi the same thing and I share yeka shomodimbo His Excellency Dr. Laj Mahmoud Baumia Apuana Nadu. Because we brain who ase. Into we taking the time and who say me free not into say me perform well in the northern region. Kudos to that man. He's a very great man. And the greatest vice president we ever have in the history of Ghana politics. Very humble vice president. Shejima woye. Sheni modimbo awadi bua nanado danko akufado. Nti Jerry. You bet me catch because met me catch the life of Asanso Boachi Bantuma.
Yeah, Bantuma.
Look at Asanso. Him say Asanso wa contest Bantuma da. Wo lusu da okay.
Yeah.
What is our kasada? Bako ye jimama party no. Aye jimama o mampeni. And one head Bantuma this year.
It's on the AMP.
Hey, John Jinapo about 2060 Abu Jinapo. About 2060 where parliamentary candidate. When you parliamentary candidate. But we ye the jima dia we ye no Nyankopɔ boa na me ne ukasai we a member of parliament. Mustafa Yagaba Kuboni. Who lusu ye as a member of parliament. Ni bofu ye we ye jima ma party no and then Mustafa or parliament. Another make a meboa. Inti obi di aba anapa na obi di aba ewia na obi di aba anajo. Ene Hassan Tampuri. When you member of parliament, obeye ejimadinu ene ho parliament. Ene Amino Anta. Wa contest e lusuda. What train ho anka na enye on or parliament no. Inti bibia wuye bia den e wo nemre. Oka emre bi opportunity ba ye. Anthony Abaifa Kabo. Na oye national youth organizer meboa. Ana vacancy bi besi woni krom. Wako contest ye dey na si ye. Wo lusu ye. But one twin ho ansan. Obeye ejima ma party no. At the end of the day obeye member of parliament from the same constituency no. Into ukoko na ekon no udi for ho that doesn't mean say that's the end of your life.
Into woman omadwe so omoko enti bibi nti omo ba betia da no.
Good. And you good. Me toy. Obi ahu ne me yema nanado. Nanado ahu party na ahu nti me da say matimi am make impact about this 2020 election way. Nti utimi yim free my enye ye. That is what I expected every MPP member. I was so then. Wo ye enye obi na benya ba na mu mabutre ebetimi di wako bibi a undru da. And your first vice chairman Alhaji Dr. Rauf. No, one pharmacy council CEO. When you MP, when you member of parliament, Jima Okoye no Ashanti region. Wa bujima to the extent say, I'm Obia who say, yes, this man is a great man from great party MPP. Enti ye nyina ye ntimi nye MPs, ye nyina ye ntimi nye ministers. Emra na we minister, you respect too. Into obisu be minister, respect him. Emra na we follow party no, na we so kaya ye tari posters no. Ye don't want tari posters at constituency level. And then what be parliamentary candidate? What be MP? What be minister? What about the person I win in Yejimano? Who person Yankupon Janisa? And definitely changes will come into a party for na chow say. Achia Nesu Embuye. Going forward, no, we will build this party strongly, especially people like us. You bet vote your time. I will make sure say I dedicate my time to this party because this party is in my heart. My life is MPP. Everything about me is MPP. So I'll make sure say the mayen we are singing na ebema MPP aba strongly ebema obia boni dia channel the ebema yebeba back again. That is Nanado's wishing, and his wish, inshallah, God will grant him his wishing before Nanado will leave us, inshallah.
Odo ya di free tema messages send be yani Ali Suraj, the former organizer of the United States of America branch of the New Patriotic Party ni no edin common. Odo ya di free tema say atuguba edin yira ba for boni gbedegbe and agotoba for dismissed the claims 2012, so shall it happen in 2021. Mahama petition has fallen into water flat. Regards to Robert Senyemi, CEO of the Raw Food Enterprise. You hear that say anyway. We see in fact the incompetent and other will kill Ghanaians who, because one common egg is now cost 1 city 50 pesos, and there's cement is now 42 cities, and 1 ton of iron rods is now 48 million old currency, when it was around 37 million in December. Chia abambe pedi. Meshaka Santia, Meshaka then the Kusiansi say there's 1 city 50 pesos. Boys Jerry, good evening. I see this man, please, we need peace in this country. To stop what you are saying. Ghana is not for NDC. I want to and not the way back. Positive change at the free Martina. Also, some few weeks ago, Akufo-Addo and his MPP asked the NDC to go to Supreme Court if they disagree with the election results by Jane Mensah. Today, the NDC is in court challenging the result declared by the EC chair, and surprisingly, you hear the same MPP crying and asking the court to dismiss the NDC's petition. The behavior and the kangaroo tactics by the MPP is a clear manifestation that this year's election result was a stolen verdict. Also, a lawyer Francis Xavier Susu. Where's Jerry? Please, Mr. Opare, tell him to give me his number so that I can talk to him. We are Kofi Tete, Eddie Free, South Africa. Say number no yane the amount. Where's the salam alaikum? Say party Ghana. We are living in a monster house. When you cry, Isa difference a home zongo. Isa only sa wadi was our church. Ankoma first study for Achima Yirebi, aka Pink Sheet. I said, despite of losing a lot of parliamentary seats and Speaker of Parliament, I know and I have confidence that next 4 years of our President and Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo's government will end with massive development, employment for the youth, and finally maintaining our peace. My regards to Honorable Kojo Opon-Kroma. Thanks, Ankoma Foster. And also message Adiaba. Where's Jerry? Sometimes I don't understand this MP so in Parliament. One more ain't make you unnecessary noise. Why the better and why the better and I'm journalist almost. Tell you for strike, I'm back on the monka. Monka jetu for some call back to woman so. And yet to one now. My Jerry, we used to brofana ugly behavior. Catch Ram say, one more your dot. Until they are again. Betty Maka. Eh? I'm a ugly behavior. I would say I'm being diplomatic. Okay, but I say anybody I was on. What they are bringing. Okay, 0277 860644. WhatsApp messages, you know. Now, what they are for, now the woman on the share. They can be now. They are more detailed 100 points. So, Ali,
Yes, sir.
it is say, what your name is open our appointment, Anna?
Oh, me, one of the lovely boy in Jubilee House. So, dear,
Oh,
and soon I may ebia the winning that sono, and no unya.
Okay.
Ebisua the winning that sono unya. But me, my determination is say you better fix a party. No. Whatever I do, party first,
Okay.
MPP party.
Okay.
And the kwanya be first to be you better kwanya be boa party no, because you see the party is in our heart. Some of us we are youth, we are the next leaders. Until we are not rushing in any political appointment, but a bar we thank God because you
Okay.
can't survive without work. Until once you get some work, a bit wow. But we are. I'm just trying to tell you that I'm not so desperate. In the position.
Who are you so best go back to US, Anna?
Oh, US there.
They say they
say you
went
crew.
down.
I beat me out of Baba belongs to Ghana.
Okay.
MPP. Until I say it's not near boa party no. Some of the youth no at the grassroots level. Hey.
Grassroots for no. Maniko ho. Obe ya obe born to wa MPP grassroots.
Me no mo na ejuma o. Me no mo na ejuma. Mo mbe di ma dance. Say me no mo na ejuma. Because you see party no enye ye without omo. Nti de me ye bia me ye ma omo. Na omo so ade dance say me ye ma omo. Nipa be ye bi wan be ni nyina. But party no Ohona party no started. Ohona Nanado started here. Ohona President Kufuor started here. Ohona Obiabe started. And we are also starting from there. We don't know tomorrow. When you fix somebody's business, tomorrow somebody will also fix your business. And you see, currently, no, you need you to know. Ebufuom, mekano crutch, but yeah, any bit me solve a problem, and we are ready to solve it at all costs.
The youth.
Oh, inshallah.
Of your party.
The youth of our party.
You say Alliance for the Food Soldiers Advocacy. Afa woman yina ba. Say woman say bibia ebeko ye. Now woman are recognized by the hierarchy of your party. So what contested national executive position?
Yeah.
Ebi kura so ka say ayemo national executives no ebinom anya mo chairman dey watu na numtu oso onko biem. Era Freddy Blay oso onko biem. On the ono aka.
Very humble
Ebi ka say
chairman.
but oso onko biem. Or ebi ka say mo national executives no kwa kwesi bi amwa. Uhu ne sa.
Well, me dear obi view enya me comments. Nipa no that is his feelings and there were no feelings say ohun ya no. But me edam makumam de edam enim no say nyankopɔ ya aduma makasa de mekan no ye beboa ama party no asaba back to his feet. Meanwhile the AC kitin say a set committee say omo hwɛ the faults ma the AC and AC. But say national executive obi am perform. You see, I'm not the right person to say it. Nipa no de wo hu no na ebia wo kan say nti na me kan sa na nka magina so aka say oh me so me hu bibi sa na say me hu bibi sa. But for now no, I'm also a national asset, I'm also a national officer too. Nti me condemn my colleague, a national officer, or say things that I don't know.
Okay. Say you say 2 minutes at the president. appointments ahodo say obi ani abro obi lobby say obenya appointment but ye can so em say president nso hwe ne yi o even though 2 million na ekuta no oya na mo ambako parliament no makọ na yakwa akototoma no na so on bedu batuma na omunyu to but say obi rush
I say lobby time obi lobby on say edusa na after campaign another campaign so you have to work hard. That's why I say oh yeah campaign no until I make catch a man for say in the process of doing campaign you have to also be very careful. Uni mo bi obetia ne nan so na bi a china ye de na akosha appointment committee. What can the way you conduct yourself. Say you are arrogant, you are not arrogant. Until we are also your friend will be intelligent. What would that?
There be
on the cause all the problem. Maybe are intelligent. I pick say you know that the mawa this area we who fault to kakra and so honey a person the mawa the baby I know what deserve on the position. Yeah, demand based on your education and knowledge and experience. That is how we give ministerial position. If you have an experience with health and you have an education with health and you're filled a healther, then they consider to see if you are two. This 1 degree is higher than yours, sir. Then they will give you minister, give this person deputy minister, because say your work crisis be back. Say pandemic here by a year. Na nipa new experience crony nyina ye doom. Nti no GDS appointment committee no omo hwe we ye wie so a say na ya ba form asa ba form aba eso a efu soldiers no
aba be say the real person on the ground
say ye jiwe ni so ye hwe party for no oh nti ni nyina ye bompa because ye wo gidie wa Akufo-Addo mu especially me wo gidie wo no mu pa I believe Akufo-Addo and Bawumia
2024 me did say MPP and some relent you because mahobuwa no 2024 akwantu no it should start from now. Would you do?
Oh, say you're starting from yesterday. If you say now,
okay. It be now putting in context and let's say after about 1 hour, I say 2024. Jenny no, I shall see.
2024 see we. Jenny no dey we.
Oh, that?
Oh, 2024 we.
Preparation
preparation. But say business na nkasa dey. We inshallah.
Because when him says so one shen year, na man manage no maybe year. Aperi be beba. I'm trying to quit your party no. Are you
2020 when a boy me ever call 2024. Share me I don't believe on BB bar ever quit your party no. Masa who contest election na lose. What lose? Issue of say me lose mean I me qualify and say me convince people to go against the party I'm against it. If I have a power, may Ali Suraj to disown somebody who will bring problem to the party, I'll disown you. Some of us, because we have put our life before this party. The party is in our heart. We will be kasana on Nipano, also our future. We are ye we be ye. Magel, what would you mention? We are ye ya, Emsa will be worry, or man only two. We are Peniswa, we be Peniswa mami. So the person is not serious on any one of them. When him say, me tuning in a panel. But so would him say, about we am power, about Bianwa Bewarewa. You put serious on it, you put more effort. You MPP, Jaya, any future be our tomatoes business or baby. So this is the party we love, and this is the party, this is where we belong to. And so we have to fight for that. So I'm against that. Say one losing to we just have to fix the party.
Say be any pan one lose papa.
Master Kwan Papa Bain our lose. You see in politics.
Lessons
before you template. Mami Cho into Obi are better than me.
There be
me lose ye. Lose ya.
Yeah.
In Ghana,
genuinely, one more cooperated out to him say, yes, genuinely, well, but Obi was one mafia internal wrangling.
In every election, there's a mafia. So when they mafia, you consider that,
sir.
Me,
not what you are to me, sir.
Mafia, me, consider.
And they, for me, MP. So, Otana say, how's the prime minister? MP, Obi or MP. Now, all quack forms. No, yeah, yes, your forms and answer. I think yes, the chairman they say, or yare for health issues to resign. Obi on only MP or constituency officer quack forms, yes, forms, sir. President is so called what? President was very hard on him.
You see,
and still also a beko. It is the yeke. Ono who said there be mafa kwan papa so go. And it is still ono the president a friend or hwan kura na omma obeko na kwantu ene say nei e ba bia nyame de na ba be.
Enu ti na me respect no. Who nim say dey nti na opem asam. O friend of phone so amefa. Me boa. O friend man fa nka obefre me. So you respect the man based on his action. Me Ali, matima hu say sa obi pe MPP sene me. Na me fi so bia no pe MPP sene me. So one no atimi be independent candidate. No consider say he will still be with us. That means he love MPP more than anybody. I respect him. That is his own opinion. And opinion actually say he should consider all that happen. No, wanya abotre no. Nye na wanya hu akatua. Nko be di parliament more than 10 years on than the third speaker in parliament. By na abotre he be I didn't call it. We're third speaker in parliament. Second speaker, sorry, in parliament. Abotre said ye tie bia omrebeso me Ali amegina wayi said ye tie bia me mrebeso ujidi sa iti ka me lusu ya no na ka me bofu maja party no hwana akili no me ko NDC ya na se me lusu NDC ya ene meja NDC so every man you stand boldly and defend your rights. You have to be very good person and confident and very loyal to the party you serve. Nti so because ya ye wade kito bi na obofu a people ha ya masa ya mafia obi a o obi a mafia no nti abotre na be take you bebi a undru se obi mpe fo no mo hwe se we we wa bre se mo me ma no we won hwe no solve ni alpha we ya ye ni bibia ba wanya abotre we wonya abotre no won so obi a contest no second speaker yan contest no why simple first second gentleman of the land. I have second speaker in parliament. And I make a meboa. Okay. But Nibufu and I was my independent. And yeah, me MPP nishi ya. On senka unim. Said ye tibia ye ne wo mine. Kwanya ebe faso abebu o mine. Ye be faso abu o mine. Ba ono what the kan who say what chia bonika. Into mumi enu nyina boni ni boni afadam. To one why papa e dia mantie da na ase nyame nhira no
obi se mimbisa wo se wo ka se 2024 akwantu ne de omawi iti why na ebe di MPP anim 2024 wuni mana
ni obeba be di MPP anim 2024 MPP ni obeba be di party na anim 2024 nti wono ne ye de ne be 2024 ye ko wini aba no 2024 ye de aba be she Ghana for anim onyam 2024
at least right.
My Jerry.
0277860644. Yanni, the former organizer of the United States of America branch of the NPP, New Patriotic Party, at least right. And I go so again no eating command check. Most maybe
Ujai former parliamentary aspiring candidate no. Usa Jai Nasara no. Enye Nigeria move portfolio.
Okay, but we money here. Are you former organizer of the United States of America branch of a MPP? Are you defeated parliamentary aspirant as Utifi South? Osanye defeated Nasara coordinator national. Inti abrante wa brepa.
Tianu bina Magari. Unim denti ama okan.
Yes sir, maboboso na mafu hu nipa we.
Unim denti ama mabobo ye. Me pese etiefo hu se ewiase abotre eye. So because any buofu a. Ede ne ye wo ma obufu ye. Wa contest national na wo lusu na obuofu. Wa contest MP no lusu a obuofu. Ya abotre. Obi a woni mre. Ene ya to ba wie o meboa. Akufo do ni abato wo wie. Akasa okopa na chaw na otre ne obetimi aye no aye de waboa wo. Ye mom no ye won che ba ye wo gidie se abanwe ye benya bi aye.
Na now the next 4 years ya wa sha see nimfie nine arishemu ben ana wo wa ben mu na de na ogidi say president ebetimi aye pe beto wakomas.
Oh, the minim say president betimi aye amana to makomam ni say president is a very loyal person or appreciate everybody. Nti me pese before nimre beso no why na on fixi MPP party. Problem bi a won bia president mwani en solve obi a ne buofu bia president mpɛ kwan na ɔne ne nkasa sɛ de bɛyɛ na akoma bɛtɔ ne yam kwan a ade a president bɛyɛ a ɛbɛyɛ me depa ɛbɛtɔ ma akoma mu ne sɛ president bɛgyae in peace no sɛ ɔmfrɛ party foɔ nyinaa on starting from the polling station level obi a yɛayɛ ne bɔne yɛmpa na kyɛw obi a ɔse ne buofu na president bring the party no together bring everybody on board before Obejaye. So I think it will help his legacy, I'm not standing well and strong in the party. President in here will be our bonny. But why a presidency at this moment you obey the main president beya ebe me no. So build our party and then before so Obejaye.
Okay. But I say, Manyakwa Maniswana Matthew for and one my YouTube channel. Despite media, one more FM rep 0302243540 0302257902. Ali Surat and Yedin Common, former organizer United States of America branch MPP, ye defeated aspirant SUTP South Kujinai, Prime Race Lucy, Nasara coordinator, and where the Kakra Kujinani, futa the issue. Still, Ojina party and Nemo, just so word you might have party on the Yenno. Edin common we intimate so my mefa next one na young for your name. Okay, my young picking next one. My young picking next one we are free so. Okay, Majo. Yes, I just saying. Okay, you too. You go in. You go.
Oh, I want my Yamishano.
Amen.
Now, maybe I'm going to say, oh, we say, I think, one to a benny bureau. And so still, I think almost to about no, or church, you say, every my.
Rupa, no, I won't say something.
Maybe we shall say more, my girl in our me. And he says, I'm a person who does it. So we got independence next year to about no we near. Party no one can one.
I won't come home. Won't come home. Sana constitution, MPP, amend your constitution is on it.
Now, some who want people money to Abama.
Me pacho anya people money to Abama. Constitution is say oko independent na party where you want free. Sanity.
And he said, "As a case of the number of Kawa,
me pacho obesa ba betene fie onim no ko bie na no kaso yan MPP ni pa obesa betene fie. The second deputy speaker kwa obesa abono. Sanity. It me da se wo ho. Yeah. It was so. It is sanity. Onim no ko kaso yan MPP ni and the second deputy speaker no e do kwa obesa abono. Because Emrane say, and to say yenya man yo kuofuo munipa mienu na wabako beye first. The deputy speaker na bako beye second deputy speaker there be Emrane ncheresa na we no the entia wanya eye second deputy speaker na say oye independent oni amanyokuo MPP mo enu ntira. Madio oh we free so you go. Never the story. Madio
Yame asomje enjem akamo anyibruwe papa.
Enkanzo nana yetio.
Yo, mama fanche mfama me bra yini wa franada ba edio wa ama. Tre wo ho yini da twa ama ya so ya peke. Ye di babo ya bra ama ya bra bo ba haliye. Dia mi karese. Aju bro embra. Kanina I know Kurukutu. But at the Salana Extra paying fully now. Among Kuman to me, then the system president and you must I see so officer yes, the gun and Nibia and Dieno. Young bomb pay a momo. Paying for Mr. Pata. So mobile and Magana, I yet Macaro. Young bomb pay a momo no more shame. May enjoy any agreements and so maybe confused in bank.
Madam Sen, what doing today? You find next one. Ever tell me what you?
Opening gas here, they also know what to say.
Yamiado Bokabrewa.
Rapping, Yeni Kansas, and Kasai, Lamema, Happy New Year.
It has many apparitions.
That's it. Namin Park, when you're Namin Siame, the peace before you know, kind of crystal. I know about that Newman. The Jobia Messiano, and I'm Simon said so. But Papa, Mr. Victor Newman, you know, Ebusian shedding. Now, the constituency for you now. Marjorie, mɛbɔ me bra panin na ɔwɔ hɔ no mɛbɔ n'aba so wakasa yie na me de tem biara no mewɔ gyidie bi sɛ ɛdan no aseɛ no wosi ne den a ɛsoro no ɛho nhia semɛnti bebree enti mpanimfoɔ ɛmɔ mo ne mmra ɛfɔ magyari yɛn mu binom mpo a yɛrekasa yi magyari adwuma a yɛyɛ nneɛma paati de paa yɛka kyerɛ wo a wo bɛdwiriw sisi a me ne wo kasa no wobɛhwɛ m'anim ha a mobaako maako 10 ɛna gu m'anim wɔ ha wo ne nyinaa credit wɔ so yɛyɛ adwuma wɔ so many years ɛnso bisa sɛ ɛyɛ full soldier Syria college yɛabrɛ abɔ mu te sɛ yi kakra bi yɛndeserve no yɛnsa mpo ntumi nka enti yɛsrɛ mpanimfoɔ ɛmfie na yɛ a yɛnyɛ yi yɛsrɛ wɔ mo ɔmo ntwa ɔmo ani ɛmfa nhwɛ ɛfɔmfoɔ no magdali ɛnyɛ sɛ yɛ ayi Syria college kɛto me ne wo kasa yɛn mu binom adwuma yɛ no constituency adwuma yɛ no polling station enti yɛsrɛ ɛfɔm no yɛ yi a ɛsoro no nso ɛbɛyɛ yie
medase ɛno nkyerɛ sɛ mema wo 3 minutes
mepakyɛw ma wode meka me last one na nka nanado sɛ na nkwa apɔnte abi abrewa sɛ bi abrewa kɔyɛ abi a minister wei deputy na afɔ bo a full soldiers ne yɛnsua didi wate aseɛ na menka ho
medase bɛba kyɛ bɛmɔ adwo ɛte sɛ na wode na wosoro obi ka no asɛm a wode wo sere yɛtio
Inu ba diraja so kai na top ka brewa ye deputy CEO bi ya no support food soldiers taso mesra ba e ko 2020 aya adisia bia ma MPP aya adisia bia ma appointees any including your man penini kura ya adisia bia ma ma ben and conventional a phone for no tio because ben no kan no kura nkyere no the phone for no emya ozo di ahindie ni che eti o man peni o ma ben no o mu di fi wunu to o ma ni merpa o mu kan no kura nkyere no appointees ni ni no kura ma no mako ni di no kura ene o ma atwa ne ho ahia no Mr. Mike o pese o hand over man pipi pa dia o yes atraye wo ma ben pa yanu bi ni say kase bi on be ba on be free but yesu and I fear really, your person is cannot abandon so change the piano. Your back can look correct. Oh, Freya, your back can be aka.
Okay.
Yes, on mine by a phone and on the year.
But that's same. But that's anybody in charge about 100 points tonight. Torchlight. Everybody studio. Mario.
Marjorie.
Yes.
Ojo go mo de rapo.
Yeah, go anymore.
Even then na bro what my kind of fire na da wo. Because if you are not what my kind of power na bravo. If you am catch we meet na catch no I can no kwal. Yan po mo share papa po be ya what me je wa kan no kwal. Marjorie. Am the seven million Muslim. Now, on the radio, do not support the MPP in there. In fact, no matter who man. Because MPP won't come Muslim for myself. Yes, more also for me. Ah, Pepe Nico, what you know, now people want one man what you mean. They should tell you the one that was them. Now, the end one teach him no wakata. No waka was the Baumia, vice president. Oh, no, you're the best vice president of Kuma. Honestly, the bomb president so far. Because yes, the buy me yes, president over here as economy prophet and then what I see prophet. Oh, it is a Casemia. Woman Casemia about woman Muslims, no. No one can the party papa to the NDC. Let's because everything is to Muamo.
But that's also what you try with your bar. Maybe I'm doing. Yet you, Bema.
Mike, and I want to say,
Yamia Dumboko. Yet you. Oh, hello.
The Cocodio.
And then there were home. Pass my last one. Mario.
Honorable Magdalene Medusu.
Yet you, Bema.
I'm on if it as a market.
Okay.
Mamin Chia Mebrano, Wakasapa. I mean, Chia Chamamanasi.
how when you accident for na me eguso a eje no me chia mama kiba masema me ko so no say me nua brewa be ka bebre no kware ni yen collect a ye frɛ me mwasema kasi me frɛ the whole Ghana na me tefe enye nsi atawe hataw abonten but me nua ne ti wo kan me frɛ ne say o mani mrem ye bre papa ye bre pa esu adwuma na ye no na ye ton aba
Oh, amani kafrai. How you need 100.9 Torchlight Jumedi and Hana Yedi is more frame Damase. More share Mosu Yadamase. Ali Suraj, the former organizer of the United States of America branch of MPP, just a Wajina SUTV South Bay, Ababijina Nassar coordinator, I mentioned Nassar coordinator by and of Flu SUTV South. And then, oh yeah, special guest. Jumedi. Ali, what's our crowd for the Casa? What my offer? Full soldiers. Who's a what kind? Say a bufu kakra. Na just say wo kɔ from what in Sameko.
Party no. E woni wura ne o mo amudi echi. And e be pop match still, but say matimi aka no. Me can on record. Ye be party ni ye.
Okay.
Ye be da form so affect the SI. Na me ti say me bra bi e kasa say MPP form pe Muslims
asem.
We say some we won jaika. Ye kasi ye ka ena me ni kasa yi current appointment about man 42 in from say Muslim ni na be sports minister. Ene na from mamu ni din kopie wo he. Ene na from mamu kamofo ya bo mu din bebi. Enti ena me ni kasa yi party no. O de me pese wo strong to ho. Say MPP per Muslim and as o mun per Muslim 2024 will testify this message.
Okay.
2024 ebe clear ama Ghana for so why and ebe lead the new patriotic party MPP.
Question that me pose ma when I year no. I'm for boy I'm for when say what an intelligent answer. Mr. Suraj why ye ni na in fact question out the man no or the intelligent answer pan or the man my bomb is some man. Kofia Sarudi for Australia or the aba. When so say wow we the one we yan Magere say na shada person yan no kan bibi na onya asem oso do beba na MPP ni is there now okay we message in the doors over the mom was that the say yeah it is right yeah said that now can yeah
2024 will testify everything
okay
and a party no there was say amount for tias and say and you Muslim for there you see you should stop running away from the fact. Party no, and yet northerners for there, and ya can for there, a yen idea. And I was party no promise, no mark leader.
Yeah.
Pepe for a woman cry, get the be more, or to me as Antonia Jack Ramoni. A your constitution, a your more right, and to me panacho. Say yes party no pepe for party no enye kramo for dia party no pepe for anka ne pepe ni bebrebe omumba me leaders for
and as a vice president almost
and no dey say vice president me pese me jai vice president asam previous government Mustafa pepe ni one zongo minister Boniface abe zongo minister Aminu Anta, where Pepeni, Deputy Minister of Energy. Asan Tampuri, where Pepeni, CEO, MPA, where Pepeni. Mustafa, NSS, your National Service.
Yeah, and I know the Constituency here.
Yagabaku,
where
Pepeni, and now Pepe for Bebre, or Bino, Pharmacy Council CEO, where Pepeni, Inti, Oka Bibi Shana, Sabiana Oka. Mokasa ya muntu mboasi kakra na propaganda bia NDC dia ya da ene ko okuro ma twem sa na we su betwem
okay
ko okuro ya dia ya election sa ene uti ko okuro kra okuro kra na ma yeko ti bibia woni mre bibia be hu se party no epe kramofo party ni pepepe ni anka na me aliswa me nto no Magere Adal man be public figure or MPP.
But I said, now we'll final words are with the AGYEMAN and then you're ready.
The final words, they say, me for Okunya so na match champion for the obi to say ECD boss. Kwame Agyemabudu.
No.
Or me boss dada. Me na no US no, not or organizer the whole US branch, and I'm a deputy, and I'm a New York State organizer. And we're first vice chairman in New York State.
Oh, okay.
And he has been my boss forever. And he met us. So here I buy a doomsa jai. Nina experience because before Obeba ye ECD boss no. Not on their supervisor, connected with the whole New York State. The whole New York State. Not on their CEO. Connected.
Okay.
And the ECG now, energy now. No, that is his fault. Into a buyer and what the experience be. Eddie Ababe tour, what said that is his fault. It's not me done now Kufadu I said. On for position now, if you don't have anything to do with that particular position now or the field now or the over no. A boy Jima ye to Nash any PA. Me don't must any ja. Aliswa no more ho jabere mo amare mo me boys no me kwala no mo doso ni nyina me do mo nyina ase and the president of the republic Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo me pompa say Nyankopon ma no wisdom na onfambo o man no Nyankopon bo no na o ma ne nche nkuta party ni ye mai the vice president Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia Mami Prima Opari the chief of staff and me chia me boss so asanso boachi the bantuma this year Misachia Abujina Posu any the entire members of parliament the leader of the parliament media mefenu majority leader or say chairman Sabunsu and
speaker
me Ali Suraj I'm entitled to my own opinion. Constitution doesn't stop me of saying what I want to say. That is my right. Intimate majority leader. Osai chairman Sabunsu.
Okay.
We MPP ni. Mijinani nansu echiat all the members of parliament. The whole Ghana. And Misachia, Madamfo, Yao Bruni, Eni, Alajali Dusedu, Aswansi, Esutufi, entire Ghana, Jumbo, national chairman of the new patriotic party. Samia Oku, James.
Okay.
Nanabi. Any Aziz Haruna Futa, any Kate Jemfua, the chairman.
Ali, and then you bring it as a Babakaya.
Mesumida was. Maybe I jipa. Maybe I'm not 2024 no a candidate.
Sir, yeah, betcha. How you need 100 points in your TORCHLIGHT? Would you kind say the National Youth Organizer Edema NDC, Oteneka, George Opariado, and Ali Suraj, the former organizer, United States of America branch of the MPP, and your friend is saying, if I defeated position Nasara and then the SDB South, or those over Teneka. Media said, I'm a Freeman, a bank run, Media said, and the Ama Pious Badu Vance, and Freeman will try to YouTube live and Facebook and Mofancha, but the Beba, yet video number 2. Pious Badu Vance and be producer one. And Naomi Obenwa the supporter of Dr. Fadadex and the executive producer, Persia Body supervisor, and a general manager on a father near the Jumedia Yadebro. How you need and reporter, meeting the luxurious AGYEMAN, DJ Toxic, a Baba Bowen Yum, Dami Shrubi.
Ya no me be